I'm with you there.
Yeah, true.
I'm with you there.
Facts.
All right. What about? Let's see. All right, we got audio now. Cool.
All right, cool.
Anyway, thank you so much. Anyway, JC, thank you for hanging out in the chat tonight, my man. JC also has his own podcast called The Throne, which you guys should totally be on his show sometime too.
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna plug you guys into the podcast world.
I appreciate it. We need all the love we can get, all the love and support.
Thanks, man.
Support each other.
Facts.
Thanks, man. And also, yes, thank you, Alicia, for hanging out in the chat tonight. Let's go ahead and roll it back, guys. Episode 90 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Episode 90. We are hanging out with Y.Ceez, Xand3rtheGreat, and Finessegod. Anyway, my bad. I know Y.Ceez. I'll make you repeat yourself. My bad, brother.
No, it's good.
Who are you and what do you do, my man?
I go by the name of Y.Ceez. I'm from North Miami Beach. Repping Palace Music, 20 West label, Roach Gang Records. You know, and I'm a rapper. Also up and coming actor as well. Visuals coming soon.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the acting yet.
Yeah.
We also got Xand3rtheGreat hanging out tonight.
So what's up, guys? Everybody knows me by the name of Chooch, but I go by the name Xander. You feel me? I'm an artist. I just started this year. It's really fun. It's a really good ride. You know, it helps me discover myself, and I really fuck with it. And you know, I'm out here just really trying to find myself. I started getting into photography after making this music, and yeah, man, just every day is just, it's like another adventure.
I agree.
Like another adventure in life, trying to find myself or trying to figure out what it is I'm gonna be doing into my artist life or into photography life, period.
That's what's up, man. Creative life is a cool place to be, man. It's like you can really be yourself, man.
It's a dream.
Yeah, it's real crazy.
I can't believe you're a year into it, by the way, but that's what's up, man. Very good skills for being a year into the music, man. So that shocks me.
Barely, man.
And then we got Finessegod hanging out tonight, brother.
Finessegod, CEO of Roach Gang Records, cooking up some heat, man. I got cat's going crazy.
My cat doing his thing, being a troll.
Damn.
Doing his thing. I got 4 artists under me and a producer. We working with Xander. We working with Y.Ceez, my homie Arsac, and we got N-Lock on the beat, you know what I'm saying? We got N-Lock as our producer, so we cooking up some heat, man.
That's amazing, dude. And the beats have been amazing, actually. I've been checking out a lot of the music. The beats are really good. That's one of the things.
Beats make a song, man.
Exactly.
Honestly, beats allow you to make the good melodies, you know, because then you have like it's kind of like having a car. It's like, I mean, you can only drive as well as the car will let you, you know? Like, that's
true. That if you got a hard beat, all you got to do is just
add your little sauce to it.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man.
That's all that's missing is sauce.
So, I don't even know where to begin with you guys. It's going to be a jam-packed episode today, guys, because we got 3 different artists, so we got a lot to break down and get into, and then we haven't even started talking about wrestling and all sorts of stuff that we were talking about.
Everybody get deep into this convo.
Oh, man. But yeah, so you know what? But I guess, you know, I would like to get into the music first. That way everybody can kind of know what you guys do, and then we can, you know, everybody knows what energy everybody's working with. So first,
I'll take it.
Finessegod to start us off with? What
Yeah.
song are we going to play for him, my friend?
Oh, man. What are we going to start off with?
Do you have the same songs on SoundCloud that you do on Spotify?
I do.
All right, cool.
Most of them. Good ones.
You know what's funny? We'll talk a little bit about your name in a second. Yeah, let's see. We'll talk about your name in a second, because I like the fact that your Instagram name is The Real Finessegod, because when I was searching for your name, bro, no lie, there's a lot of other Finessegods, and I was wondering, I was like, which one is you? But guess what? Once you find out, you're the real Finessegod. And in a way that separates you from other people, bro. So when people see that, it's a mentality thing.
It's like,
it's cool. I fuck with it.
Gotta be different, bro.
Yeah, man.
Gotta be, bro.
Okay, so let's see. I was listening to earlier today. I was listening to Speeding Up.
Let's go slow. Let's listen to something deep. Let's put Dying in Silence.
Dying in Silence. Yes. This is another tune I was rocking.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts. I was at Dunkin' Donuts earlier today. I'm like with
Dunkin'
my headphones in.
I
was on my lunch break. I was chilling and I was listening to Dying in Silence, and I was shocked at this tune, guys. Dying in Silence. We got Finessegod, and are you on the song as well? Xand3rtheGreat. Yes.
Xander's first and last verse.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm just in the middle.
That song goes hard.
All right,
that
goes super hard.
All right, let's see.
Deep ass message.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know life can hit hard. So hard that you can't move. And it hurts to feel alone. Like no one understands. Will it ever end? Darkness consuming, I'm dying in silence. Demons and angels, they came here for violence. Don't know who to choose, but I'm stuck in a crisis. Stuck in my life, feel like I have no guidance. I was a kid that was thinking of dying. I know I'm a win, I'm a prophet, I'm righteous. The things that I'm saying on earth will be timeless. I'm fighting for life, but I'm stuck in the silence. Darkness consuming, I'm dying in silence. Demons and angels, they came here for violence. Don't know who to choose, but I'm stuck in a crisis. Stuck in my life, feel like I have no guidance. I was a kid that was thinking of dying. I know I'm a win, I'm a prophet, I'm righteous. The things that I'm saying on earth will be timeless. I'm fighting for life, but I'm stuck in the silence.
I love that, yeah, I love the beat.
Even the beat speaks to you.
Facts, yeah.
I'm falling asleep, but I can't even dream. Can't fucking take it, I think I'ma scream. I'm losing my mind, frozen in time. I know it ain't over, just thinking extreme. Am I wasting my breath or just waiting on death? I don't even know, so I think I'ma guess. I know it ain't over, it's just the beginning. My thoughts keep on spinning, I just need some rest. Forget all of the shit that I did, all of the licks that I hit. I had to survive, you don't know what that shit's like. I'm trying my best just to make that shit right. Tonight, we're all just living to die. I will not fall without giving a fight. Alright, we're all just living to die. I won't go out without giving a fight tonight. If you feel like the world's being buried on top of you, you're not alone. We all have different hands of cards. It just depends on how you play yours. There's no limit when you look in the sky. People are gonna tell you you can't, but you don't even have to respond. They said we couldn't go to the moon. They said we couldn't cross the ocean. Prove them wrong.
Darkness consuming, I'm dying in silence. Demons and angels, they came here for violence.
What a tune.
Know what I mean?
That was Dying in Silence, folks. Finessegod featuring Xand3rtheGreat.
Yes, sir.
Awesome tune. Who produced that one?
Look, I engineered it. Yeah, I engineer.
sweet.
I engineer all of our tracks.
That's what's up, man. No way, dude. That's what's up, man. How long?
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's start on Finessegod. Then, how long have you been working at your craft, my man? Like, how long?
I started. So I claimed as a rapper. I'm a rapper. Probably last year, November-ish. You know what I mean? I had my Instagram deleted, so I was like, man, I guess.
Oh, that sucks.
Man, someone reported me for hate speech. This girl. And
whoa.
Yo, right? And it wasn't even hate speech. Yeah. Listen, she had they said you were mass report, multiple people had reported. She had 20 plus people report me of the same thing. So she had to hit up. You know what I mean? She probably
she got the crew together.
Yo, whoa.
She came up with
the whole group chat. The whole group. She sent the whole group chat on you.
For real. Yo, right? Yo. Send a screenshot.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn.
But what's it called? Okay, so that's crazy. Yeah, so November last year, I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this rapping shit serious. You know what I mean? So I bought FL Studio. I ended up investing $1,200 into a studio.
Nice.
And at first, I never used it. I was just sleeping on it, sleeping on opportunity. You know what I mean?
You're visualizing it, man.
I was going to other studios.
It's part of the craft.
I was spending my money, wasting my cash on other studios, man. And because I was like, I can't do it. I can't produce myself. I can't engineer myself. It's it's not gonna sound good. You know what I mean? So I was dependent on another producer to record me, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And eventually, man, my advice to any artist is, don't go to buy your own studio. You know what I'm saying? Invest into a studio. The $1,200-$1,300 you're gonna spend,
especially these days.
Yeah. Yo, there are people who are charging $50 an hour.
You can get the same quality at the crib,
and that's low.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? Some people.
By the way, thank you everybody in the chat for hanging out. We got Gabriella hanging out. We got Gabriel Ruiz. Has shout out to the boy Chucho, and we got Mundo Gamer Channel. It says La Company. Hey.
Yo.
What's up, folks? We got Van also saying, hey.
Good, man.
Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight.
Van.
Much appreciated, all you folks. Thank you, Jade, for hanging out in the chat. We got a nice little crowd hanging out with us tonight, folks.
We
cheers to you guys, man. So yes, invest in your own studio. That's where we were at.
Yeah. Okay. So
I know I'm gonna get off topic so much with you guys, bro. I can see it already.
It's cool. There's a lot to
we didn't start talking about wrestling yet.
For real.
We haven't even got there yet.
I love the fact that my cat just decided to just post up and sleep on your bag. That's hilarious,
man.
He
tried this one time. He hit us with a whack, and he was like, "No, you know what? They're real niggas."
Yeah, bro. He's like, "Oh, these are some real ones. Let me just mind my own."
Down. Yeah.
Good move, buddy. Anyway, guys. invest in your own studio. So I mean, what did you get for your studio basically? Like, you know?
Okay, I started with a Scarlett interface and mic, which is like you need
the red one.
Yeah, the red. yeah.
When you Amazon it, it's that one.
Yeah. And it's like the cheapest thing you can buy. I still use it, so you know what I mean.
It's
like,
amazing.
It's good.
Fire.
Yeah, it's good for what you know what I mean.
It's
for
amazing.
$100, $80, you know what I mean. Get what you get. You know what I mean. But yeah, so I got that. I got just some like a foam board behind my mic. And producer pack of FL, man, not much. Like, man, we're just winging it with what we got right now. I could invest a lot more. I'm about to, me and Y.Ceez are going half and half on some plugins. Just some cool ass plugins. But yeah, you don't need much, man. You don't need much to make magic, man. As long as you got like, as long as you know what I'm saying, you want to do it. It could happen. I mean, you can't. Snowball mics is like if you're recording on a $20 mic.
You know, man. At the end of the day, man, the hunger is gonna create what it creates.
100%. 100%.
And that sound is cool. I think at the end of the day, your fans appreciate like bad quality in the beginning of your career when they know
growth.
I tell
they want to see
I
the
tell
growth.
them all the time, don't delete your old music. Don't, because people want to see the growth, the progression.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like
they want to be part of your story and part of the journey, and you know, along with it with you. So that's cool, man. Like,
I was with Y.Ceez when he made Ice on Me.
Yeah. I saw Me as a track. I was listening to that earlier. I was there. Hey, that was a great tunes, man.
I don't know. I was doing this by myself, man, and it's hard to do this without a team. You know what I'm saying? You're only as strong as your team, man. And with no team, you just lose motivation, man. You could do as much as you can, but you just like no energy around you is just, man. I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know. Like I need other people to be hungry around me for me to be hungry. You know what I mean?
That's essentially people that go to college and go to school. They do it for the same reason.
Yeah.
You know, essentially school is like a competition, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people think it's for them, but really it's like, you know, at a certain age, maybe college later or something else, but it's like people, you know, you're competing with other people. When you're like, when you want to be a graphic designer, when you want to be an engineer, whatever it is, other people are competing for that job.
Yeah, who's going to get hired?
And we just do that, but not in school. You know, working on your craft is something different, man. Like I was watching a documentary last night about these Shaolin monks, you know?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're crazy.
Yeah, dude.
They're dedicated.
And they got to do like a test, and they got to like do it in front of like, shit looks like Avatar. It's crazy. Like, you know, and it's like, it's happening like, you know, an hour ago.
They got to get like one with their body and stuff like that.
You know, and like the advice that he gives them, he's like, you are too tense. It's like you must relax. You know, your mind is cloudy. You know, like, they do some shit like and it's unbelievable.
That's actually crazy that you're bringing up Shaolin monks. I just watched like something. I'm not even like I swear.
BBC?
No, it was just on some YouTube. Just browse. Yeah, getting.
I was watching it on YouTube too. The guy with the stick.
With the feet where he
had to rest his feet on it.
Oh my, you saw that?
We were watching the same. We're talking about the same video.
Yo, it was trending.
Yes, it was trending. Yeah, it was a BBC Shaolin monks thing. This guy had to do a test. He had to train. He was training for 11 years using this weapon. Okay.
Oh man.
And he had to do a final test where he basically had to imagine like a pole. It's just like a staff, like Goku's stick.
Yeah.
And he has
like
to
the swinging monkey.
Yeah, he has to like rest his feet on the thing while it's like diagonal in like the ground. Like he has to hold it with his hand while his feet are on it. It's super crazy. And the move is called monkey going up a tree.
What?
That's the name of the thing. Yeah, it's called monkey going up a tree, guys. We are this. It's only been 10 minutes and the show's already taken many turns.
Yo, technology,
man.
Oh man, technology's getting crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, we're getting into it.
And can you imagine people back in the day freaking out over color TV, and now we're like,
we're in 8K.
Actually, we're in 10K. People freaking out over
when
blades.
did 10K come out?
Nah, this 10K already. It's in China.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, there's 10K already. That's crazy. That's like better than me.
That shit's crazy.
I can't keep up, man. We got Adriana in the chat that says Chucho, and we got George that says La Chimba. What does that mean? What does La Chimba mean? I don't speak Spanish. What is it? George also says, "Don't be me. Pick a major with a market in demand." Well, thankfully, music is in heavy demand, so that's a good major to focus on, right?
Yeah.
In the unofficial school that we're talking about. But anyway, man. Yes, the last point that we were bringing up: invest in a studio. It's not that difficult these days. Get some sound treatment. Find some foam. You know, find foam anywhere.
For $50, you get something that goes behind.
Man, look,
behind the bike.
Listen, man. Oh, you got a suitcase. Open up a suitcase right there. There you go. That's a booth.
I know. shoebox. I know everybody got a shoebox.
Hey,
that's a good move.
There. That's a booth.
That's hilarious. No, but you know it's completely true though, man. And you know what's funny? The Neptunes. Everybody knows Chad and Pharrell from the Neptunes. Yeah. I was reading an interview of theirs a long time ago, and they were talking about how when they started, they had like the most basic equipment, like Fisher Price type shit. Man. Basic equipment, and they were saying that with that, cheap equipment, you'll do a lot more. So when you have less, you do more. You do more with less.
That's a human. You're gonna put more of a grind to it. Because you want to get out of it. You want to. All right, this is it. This is what I got. This is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do my best with it.
It's the acoustic guitar thing, right? Like with an acoustic, that's just that you're naked, bro. It's just you and the guitar. Like there's no faking anything. When you mess up, everybody will hear.
You play guitar?
Yeah,
man. Yeah, I see him everywhere. So it's all. Nah, that's dope though.
I know people that have just as many as me, and they don't fucking.
Yeah,
no, that's right.
It happens.
I used to play guitar, man, but I fell out of it, man. But I think I'm gonna get a guitar soon. You know what I mean? One that plugs into the interface. You know what I mean?
Yeah, any of that. I'll find you a good deal, man. I'm a budget guitar man.
Dude,
I always wanted to learn how to play guitar just because I think it would be romantic to like just sing to my lady.
Yeah. You know what? Y.Ceez in the house tonight, man. You know what? Y.Ceez, I was going to talk about your music, bro, because you know what? Your music revolves a lot around love and sex. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that is your lane, and I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, man. Like that's what's up. That's what's up. Everybody remembers the D'Angelo video back in the day. What was D'Angelo? D'Angelo was for the chicks, man. They love D'Angelo.
Facts.
And he was and he made amazing music. So who doesn't like D'Angelo?
Facts.
George says Chimba is dick. Colombian slang. Okay.
Very well.
All right. I did not know that. Well, thank you, George. Juan also says come up to top real soon.
That's a fact.
That's what's up.
We coming up.
And George says, I'm going to ride out to the bar after smoking some herb. Good seeing you, Alzar. Good seeing you, my man. Enjoy the herb. Enjoy the bar.
Appreciate it.
Yo.
Thanks for hanging out with everybody, dude. Have a great one. George is a good one, guys. If you guys need to know about animal stuff, hit him up because George went to school for animals.
Oh, wow.
He's learning about different species of things. Anytime he sees something, he's like, oh, that's a silver spotted blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is amazing.
Cool. Yeah. Who could do that?
You could just see a lizard. Normally, I'm just like fucking lizards.
And he's
like, watch what you're talking about.
That's dope, though.
This is top-notch lizard.
And then, does he spit random facts?
He does. Yeah. It's like hanging out with Animal Planet. It's fucking amazing. I love it. Anyway, folks. So let's move on.
Yeah.
Xand3rtheGreat, my man. One of your tracks, I gotta ask you about one of my favorite tracks that I've heard in a long time. Taft Street. Taft Street. What a tune, dude. What a tune. And it's funny, and obviously I'm a brown guy, so obviously the Indian guy in me was like, oh shit, this is an Indian beat. Where did this come from? Dude, I haven't heard a beat like that since like 2006, and it was and it's perfect because I love that time. And it was just how did you find that beat, and how did you decide this was the song? What is the basis of the song? We're gonna listen to it in a second.
Honestly.
But I would like to give the people a pre-story.
So basically, it's funny how you bring that up. Oh man, so I was basically about to go into the gym. You feel me? And I was with my homeboy. I was about to go into the gym, and we're pre-gaming, we're smoking, and he was like, yo, let's freestyle. So we start freestyling. He plays some tunes, and I'm like, oh, yo, I have a verse written out.
Oh, shit.
So I'm just spitting the verse, whatever. We come across some beats, and this funky beat came by. I was like, oh.
This is the one.
It was like, all right. I like it. It's weird. I like it.
It was a great.
I like it.
So good.
I didn't hear a beat like that in forever. Yeah. So took the beat, the words, they fit perfect, like as if the beat was just meant to be there. Yeah, it was like it was just meant to be. Took the beat, I'm like, what should I name it? You know what? What's the most known street in our hometown when you say Taft Street? When you say Taft Street, everybody automatically thinks, oh, well, if you're from here, you're gonna be like Taft Street. Well, why is he talking about Taft Street? Well, if you know Taft Street, then you know. You know, that's the hometown.
I've been on Taft, and I'm trying to figure out. I mean, yeah, it's. I actually go to the Salvation Army right by there, or maybe that's on Johnson. I might be tripping, but yeah, I'm bugging. But it's around there. But yes, Taft, man, cool spot. There's a La Carreta nearby.
Yep.
Yeah. So shout out to that. I know Puya goes there.
I go there.
Dope.
Yeah, he tipped a waiter there $1,000 because the waiter told him he was a fan.
Wow.
And he's like, "Oh, you're a fan?" And he like took a picture. He's like, "I support my fans" or some shit like that. It was a funny.
I like people like that.
Yeah, man, he gave back.
What's
Dude.
up? Yeah,
he gave back.
That's fire.
That's important.
Yeah, dude. Because I mean, like, it's a compliment. Right? Even honestly, and this is on a micro scale, but like even just you guys hitting me up just to be on the show was epic for me. I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah,
cool."
Man, I
got artists hitting me up like, and you know, like talented people that just want to be on the show and want a platform to come and hang out and have a good time.
And
Love it.
And the way we do it too, man, we support those who support us as well, man. So, you know, so we definitely
it goes around.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, man. Thank you. Like I said, thank you guys for being here tonight, man.
Yeah.
So, is Tap Street up on Spotify, by the way? Because I listen to everything on SoundCloud, so I'm not sure what's on.
Nah, Tap Street is not up on Spotify.
That's
it's
cool.
only up on SoundCloud.
Let me check. Then I'll have to pull that up, guys, because you gotta hear this one. I gotta type.
Shout out
Google
to
will lead me.
Shout out to Will the Savage, man.
No, it won't.
He was on the track. He featured on that track.
Shout out to Will the Savage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, he snapped.
He snapped on it. Shout him
That
out, man.
was the biggest switch up.
Haymaker's have this song.
Let me tell you something.
That's lit.
He was like, you sure? He was so like questionable about it. Is he sure you want me to get on there? I'm like, bro.
And
just trust me, man. It's so different. It's so different. He's like,
yo, he snapped.
Okay.
Killed it, man. This is Tap Street, guys. Xand3rtheGreat.
Yeah.
This song is it, bro.
Okay.
That's why I turn that shit off, man.
Here it comes, another fucking bitch. If you don't stop talking, I'ma put him in the ditch. Okay.
We should do some content. Yeah.
Here it comes, another fucking bitch. If you don't stop talking, I'ma put him in the ditch. All these niggas talking, but they never got that action. Beat them down like it's my passion. Fuck that, they always slacking. You steady talking, bitch, I'ma have to smack you. Pulled out the minigun, looking like the Kraken. Taking drugs, looking like a fucking habit. Step up in my palace, light you up like some matches. Might as well drop a bomb, make it tragic. The way I'm rapping, yeah, you never seen it happen. Nope. Secret weapon in the back, open up the packet. She took my picture, now it's kinda looking problematic. But I'm snapping, so I take off like a fucking rocket. Might be the plug, but I'm a puzzle to the fucking socket. Moving fast so they can never catch me fucking slipping. Pussy so damn good, I might just have to go and hit it. Nose diving, that pussy just might get to swimming. You think I'm finished, so I guess I'll leave you fucking thinking. You see me itching, cause these demons always got me thinking. I'm smoking loud, that's why my ear is always fucking ringing. Break it down, roll it up, put some grab in it. Xand3rtheGreat, hit me up if you wanna kick it. This my year, that's why you always see me making moves. Everybody stay clear if you ain't hear the news. You see the way I'm walking, call it big talk. You should get up on
What a
my way,
breakdown.
make your heart stop. Making money moves every day non-stop. Keep it real when my niggas posted on the block.
And if you guys want the rest of that, you gotta go check it out. Tap Street, folks, doing good numbers.
Yeah.
All you guys are doing good numbers. I'm happy to see that, man.
I'm
It's
good.
good.
You're happy
For
to
real.
see that, dog.
For real.
I don't know, man. My numbers, it's just the way we're doing so far is blowing my mind, and I'm glad we're doing this way, and we just got to keep that shit up. I don't know,
But it's cool, dude. You know what? You know what it is, though, man. All you guys sound like you're having fun.
That's what it's about, man.
Exactly.
That's like a big part of it, dude.
You want to know
Exactly.
something you want to know something crazy? It's like we work together. Yeah, we work together, but it's more like.
It's more like a bond.
Yeah, like a
bond.
bond. Like in life, like it's just crazy to say because there's times where like I'll feel down or unmotivated, and out of nowhere I'll just get a random call.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yo, you good, man? You good? I need to send you some good energy. It's just like an energy type of thing.
that's non-stop.
It's a support system.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure that nobody ever goes down. Even if somebody's off track, it's just like, yo, you can't go down. You can't go down.
It's literally a brotherhood, man. It's like really a brotherhood. And everybody that knows me, and if you're doing the same thing I'm doing, you know I'm constantly always hitting you up. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just vice versa. This is how it's.
But that's how you keep people on track, though.
Exactly.
For real.
Can you imagine the fact that people, somewhere out there, somebody's paying for somebody to do that for them?
No, but it's
like I'm like a manager.
Nah, it's even bigger than that. You never know what. You never know what somebody going through. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You know, I battled depression. You know, I finally, very, first time in a very long time, I actually feel like I got a handle on it. So like, but you know, it comes and goes. You know, it comes and goes, and it'll be. I just go into the little slump. You know, and I want to do nothing, and then I get a call. You know, or you know, I just start doing music, and then I'll be like, yo, you know, let's cook up a track. And that's just how it goes.
That's the way, man. That's the best way to do it, man. Because music, I mean, even for me, it's like, you know, for almost everybody that I know, it's something that pulls us out of, you know, a time that we are, and it lets us sit and examine. And it's weird, man. Like every time I work on music, maybe you guys feel the same way. I feel like time just stops.
I feel like headphones and I start rapping.
Nothing matters.
I go into another dimension.
It's like a timeless reality.
I don't care what time it is, what day it is.
Facts.
Doesn't care what's going on outside. Everything, the sky could be fucking falling.
Yo, it could be 9 a.m. and then you blink and it's like 2 in the morning. It's like,
and it makes me feel a lot better. Like I could be feeling horrible and I might not want to make music, and I'm like nah. But if I sit down in front of my computer and start writing, but like listening to beats and like rap, it's like, yo, it changes my whole like just, I don't know, vibe, man.
Yeah, like, it's uplifting though.
Yeah,
you know, human beings, and I know, you know, you guys. In a lot of the music that all you guys do, I know you guys talk a little bit about anxiety and depression and kind of like a time in life where you kind of where you need a motivation to push forward. And the thing about it, as human beings, I think we all work, maybe we don't realize it, but we all work on like little successes, like little achievements, you know. Like for me, it helps me every time, because I fall into the same shit. You know, there'd be days I don't want to do anything. I stay in bed, I don't talk, I don't reach out to my friends, I don't do anything. And there'll be days where I'm like, you know what, I should get up and just do something today. I should practice the guitar. I should try to make an exercise. Let me just exercise it for an hour. And I do the same thing for an hour. It turns into like a meditation. And you realize that one little hour, that's your achievement for the day. You did something. It's like making you know what's funny? My girlfriend taught me that if you make your bed every morning,
that's a small win,
bro.
Dude, that's a small win.
It's your first achievement of the day.
I call that a win. I call that a win.
Yo,
and that's what I'm talking about.
I was telling somebody. I was telling that to Chris the other day.
Yo,
I was telling that.
It's a good move.
Come on,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But it's true. You know what? It changed my whole perspective on shit. Because I didn't do that in the beginning. You know, and then eventually, you know, me and my girlfriend started living together, and
it changes. Man.
She's like, you should try it. Changed my whole shit.
Yeah.
You should try it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I was like, why not? You know, because
that's what my grandma taught me. Yo, I never made my bed once in my life till I moved down here to Pembroke Pines. You know what I mean? So it's like shit. And I don't know, since I moved down here, like shit's been good. So I mean, I'm not relating that to making my bed, but I mean, shit, make your bed, maybe something good.
Hey man, you know, the first step.
Start of something.
The first step, and it's true though, man, because you know what? Right after I make the bed, I feel like making a cup of coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
I make the cup of coffee.
Exactly. You become more productive.
It's a domino effect.
Exactly.
You know, you're like
productiveness.
And let me just keep doing shit.
Exactly.
Let me just keep. Let me just stack it up, and then eventually I'll try to fit in. Let me edit a video real quick. I got an hour. Let me make the most of it. Let me squeeze in. You know,
but that's the best type of day, man.
Yeah,
that's a day well spent.
Capitalizing your time, converting time and effort into content or just expression. Doesn't have to be content, it's just expression. We're expressing, aka content, you know. It's just, I don't know, that's the fun thing about this whole thing for me, bro. It's like we all get to convert that, and I see you guys doing that, man. So it's pretty epic, man. And I think that's why maybe the numbers reflect the way that what they do. Maybe that's why you guys feel so good about the way you do when you guys hit each other up, because it's constantly, I mean, you know, even in the metal world, you know, like when you're in the mosh pit, you pull each other up every time you fall down. You're supposed to. Don't be a dick and kick people in the face while they're down. People do that too, and that's what you should not do.
I love rock, man. I was in a band before I was ever rapping.
Oh, that's what's
like
up,
in
man.
Texas, way when I was a kid, man. I had long black hair, jeans that were way too tight. You know what I mean? Band shirts.
Man, it was all good, man. It was we grow and we learn, man. At some point, I was doing the same shit, but I mean, I'm still doing the same shit. I don't know, man. I love music. I don't care what it could be Celine Dion. If she says something I like, I'm like, you know what? That's Celine is saying it right now.
I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like I said it earlier, and I was just thinking, I was like, they'll probably gonna get judged, but I was like, I don't care. But I was listening to Ricky Martin, Living La Vida Loca this morning. I just felt like listening to it.
Why not, dude?
I was driving and I was just listening to it, and I had the windows down and everything.
Yo,
vibe.
Listen, man. At some point, you know what's funny? That song, it makes me laugh, but it makes me laugh only because it's so corny and whatever, but it's still good.
Exactly.
Right? And you're like, fuck.
And it's catchy.
Yeah. Part of your brain feels like sorry almost for liking it, because you're like, damn, I don't want to like this, but
it sinks in.
Those horns are doing it for me right now. The brass section is just killing it. Yeah.
It sinks in.
Oh man. But you know what? Yeah, he was in the studio. He was doing his thing. You know, Ricky Martin. Whether he may be manufactured, because people write his tunes and all this kind of stuff, but he's still an artist in his own way.
Yeah, writing too. Okay,
still got to put the effort in.
Almost all are. Okay, a lot of artists are getting there. Like, famous right now.
New topic opened up. Yeah. Artists are being manufactured. Let's talk about this.
Got industry plans.
That's facts.
How do you guys feel about that? So how are you guys trying to avoid that yourself? Do people put that pressure on you?
I don't listen to music.
None of you guys?
I don't listen to music. Mm-hmm. It's all thrown at us. It's all paid for. It's all like, if you go on Spotify, you get on the charts if you can pay for it. You know what I mean? And that's really, if your label can get you on the charts, you can get there. Not charts per se. Let's say certain
numbers are inflated. You're saying
certain playlists, Spotify playlists. Certain, you know what I mean?
The new radio, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
what people say. I mean,
and if you're added on the hottest chart, people are gonna hear your music. You know
regardless.
What I mean? Like, yeah, and that's the same on iTunes. Like Chance is independent, but Chance has someone who they called up iTunes, and before he released his project, and they put him on the front page as soon as he releases. So
who is Chance shaking hands with?
Yo, right?
Who is he shaking hands with?
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has to have a manager once you get at that point.
Yeah,
true, right?
Manager,
I guess
your manager got connections. Yeah, you got a good manager. I bet he has to have a good one. He's got.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the management life? I mean, like, is anybody like? Do you guys have a manager? Or are you guys trying to is anybody?
I'm managing.
Do you guys want one? Do you guys think you don't need one?
I'm managing an artist right now. I'm trying to start a record label. So like, I'm like trying to figure out how this is done. Roach Gang, you know what I'm saying?
Roach Gang Records. Yeah. Shout out, everybody, check them out. And
21's the label.
All the songs we heard and we're gonna hear, because we got Y.Ceez music to come up as well, upcoming. Thanks. And I'm assuming all the tunes that we're gonna hear tonight are all available through Roach Gang Records.
Yeah.
Palace Music.
I mean,
Palace Music.
Yeah, y'all are all repping Roach Gang and Palace Music. They work with Palace Music.
Lots of collaboration.
They work with Palace Music, but I love Palace Music. Like, we want to go on a PMG Roach Gang tour. You know what I'm saying? So it's
absolutely, man. So I mean, through the analytics, have you guys been able to see what places are bumping your music the most?
Germany.
Really?
Yeah,
Germany.
Yo, believe it or
not, 100,000+ plays from Germany. Yeah. I love you, Germany.
Shout out, dude. Germans.
Indonesia.
You know what it is though?
True facts.
You know what's funny? Yo, look at my cat resting on the cable. Yo, he's chill. He's tripping. My cat is such a goof. Whoa. Sorry guys, if you can see the picture of what's going on right now, my cat is. It's so funny though. Anyway,
cute ass cat.
He's unbelievable. He's a pain in my fucking ass, but I love him.
Yo, thanks.
Hell yeah.
As every child should be, right?
Right.
Anyway, guys, Germany, man, is your most played. That's what's up, man. That's
Germany.
Cool.
Like I say, I look at analytics. Germany has.
How do you think that happened? What do you think it is about Germans that like your music? That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Right?
I mean, hip hop. Everybody's infatuated.
I go on you now.
You know what I'm saying? So
because you know what, what's funny. A lot of people don't know. There's a big reggaeton scene in Russia.
Really?
A lot of people. Yeah, it sounds random, but you know what's funny? A lot of Russians in Russia, not Russians here, Russians in Russia love reggaeton.
I'm gonna blow your head.
So that's what I'm saying. There's a German trap scene that, or like I don't know how to say. I don't want to call it SoundCloud rap because it's so diminishing. I hate that term.
No, it is what it is. I like sound. Nah, the reason I don't like it is because you go to SoundCloud to find people who you like. I'd rather go on SoundCloud and look up random tiny little artists and listen to music, and even if it's bad, flip through song until I find something that's good that nobody has heard. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel you.
I hate listening to what they're pushing to us.
It's like pretty much like giving people just a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like somebody call. Yeah, I agree. Because what I love about SoundCloud is that it's truly underground. Like
yeah,
it feels like
100%.
I feel like when you listen to somebody, it's weird, man. Anytime I listen to somebody on SoundCloud, I feel like it's a closer connection than iTunes or Google Play Music.
It's nobody forcefully pushing the music to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you upload it yourself at your page.
You look it up in your own pace, right?
Yeah.
That's so true, man. That's completely true. Damn, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Because, SoundCloud is really about you reaching out to the artist
real shit.
to find the music.
Thanks.
That's what's up, man. That's great, man.
You got to build that connection instead of somebody forcing that connection towards you.
Yeah, you know what? You got to build a connection. Good quote there. Because one thing I want to bring up tonight is promoting your team.
Oh, man,
and I know that you guys,
so big.
I know you guys do that a lot. And how do you
live in that promotion?
How do you promote your tunes? Like, do you guys ever feel like? Because sometimes I don't post shit because I'm like, man, maybe I'm spamming everybody. Maybe I should chill out. But do you guys ever feel that way, or you can't feel that way? Am I tripping?
The thing is, I think it's all mental, man. Don't get me wrong. Like, one thing that's been buzzing right now is like the like Miami scene, and like we're up and coming artists they feel like they're not getting as much support as the other rappers, that's been doing it for a while. So like for me, I think regardless of the fact, we should be supported. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We should support one another, regardless of the fact. So
don't think it's spammy. Just do it.
Nah, trying to be the one. They're trying to be the one that blow. They're trying to, and they'll do anything to like get there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's like stepping on other artists. It's making other people look worse than
less
you.
Than, like, I hate that.
Less than, literally. Like acting a certain way to people who are not as big as you, and just, you should be supporting the people from and from the same hood, from the same neighborhood. You know what I mean? And it's like, like that's not cool, and that's not the support we should have. Neighborhood should be all coming together and doing tracks with each other, and you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
No, I'm with you.
Too much hate in Florida. Too much hate on the rap scene in Florida. Way too much.
Crabs in a bucket mentality.
Dude. But it doesn't even gotta be like that.
It shouldn't.
You know what's crazy, right? So the other day I went to a gas station. I seen the young lady behind the counter. I like to,
I'm sorry, man. My cat is going nuts. We brought out the secret weapon.
Yeah. So
secret feather.
For real. Anyway.
So I go and I like to, if I go and I stop by or whatever, I like to just conversate with people just cause,
Actually.
Yeah, why not, man? Yeah. That's the only way.
Yeah, maybe they might have been having a shitty day and I say something and it makes them smile and they feel better, you know what I'm saying?
We're human beings, man.
Yeah.
Why not?
For real.
Yeah. So I asked her what kind of music she listened to. And she was like, oh, you would have never guessed. I'm like, what is it? Like, try me. And then she goes, Asian pop. And I was like,
oof.
Wow.
Okay, K-pop. Cool.
And now here's the thing that was even way more mind-blowing. She was Dominican with a heavy Dominican accent.
That's what's up.
So I was like,
music knows no borders.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So like to me, I don't believe it. Like people say, oh, that music's trash. I don't believe in that, because that's somebody's art. That's the way they're creating their artistry, their craft.
They're
you know what I'm saying?
Themselves, man.
That's how they're expressing themselves, exactly.
I mean, you know what? You brought up a good point, man. Because I think in 2019, I think we're at an age where good music is just understood. Like when you hear something good, like, I don't know, man, it's tough. Like, think about something like as funny as like Old Town Road, right?
Yeah.
Old Town Road's been on the radio forever or whatever.
It's still a good song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not a bad song.
It's a catchy song.
Yeah.
It's overplayed.
It's
overplayed. Only because.
But the song being forced is not nobody's fault. It's just it's what's in demand. Everybody likes it.
I remember.
That
labels
song was
push it.
definitely pushed. I think that was forcefully pushed. I don't think that was like.
I do feel like there was. I do feel like there was some like politics in that, but I'm not gonna say. I ain't gonna talk on.
I see what you're trying to say. I think I know what you mean, because I remember Kanye a while ago did a rant towards DJ Khaled, Drake. I forgot which one or the other, about what's the one? I shouldn't have to fuck for free or some dumb shit. I forgot the name of the song. Right, the Drake whatever song, and he was saying like, you guys, he did a whole rant during his concert where it was like, you guys paid for that shit to be played on the radio.
Oh man, yeah.
You guys
Jay-Z,
paid all the radio stations, and he went nuts, and he basically kind of exposed.
That's true.
Them in a way.
Yeah,
for saying he's like, that song shouldn't have been. He's like, it's an okay song, but it shouldn't have been played that many times. You guys are forcing it on us.
That's when Kanye went out on stage and said that, right?
He broke the fourth wall basically.
So you remember what happened to him after?
He went to the mental hospital.
They blacklisted him or whatever.
He was forced there. Like, yo, it was
of course.
Yo, it was such. It was this weird thing.
What do you guys think about this Illuminati and the?
He basically pants the industry.
Like, yo, when it comes to Jay-Z and it comes to like people like that, yo, you can't be like I don't know, man, like fucking with those people.
You know what's funny though? During the rant, I believe he said like, "Don't send your shooters after me. I know you got shooters."
Man, I think it's
I was like,
more
what?
than that,
Like,
man.
it was weird. That's another.
There's industry. There's industry people that like Jay-Z works for, man, that are like running the show. Like, yeah, he's doing a lot.
But
he's
like,
doing
he got his hands in a lot of buckets.
There's a lot of people working for him that are like industry people, like working for
At that point,
him.
I mean, we're also like, you know what? At that point, think about how many people get busted because they're trying to hire like a hitman to kill their wife. It's like, he tried to pay $25,000 to get his wife killed.
How many don't?
Now, and yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine like somebody, and that's probably like a, you know. I don't know what job you could make a lot of money, but imagine somebody who makes like $100,000 a year, right? $100,000, which is money, but that's like not big money, right? Whatever.
No, hitman money is big money. Is what I'm saying. Oh, hey, cool.
Oh yeah, that's something else. But yeah, like imagine somebody who makes $100,000 a year tries to hire a hitman $25,000 to kill his wife, right? Yeah. Imagine what a Jay-Z could do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like if somebody with $100,000 is trying to do this, imagine somebody who is almost worth $1 billion like Jay-Z. Man. So it's kind of like
100%.
So
I feel like to have that money, you are definitely accepted into a group.
I mean, you know what? At the end of the day,
because you have access to anything you want. Like,
yeah, it's like
have that much power.
Too much temptation to resist, basically.
Yeah, and then I feel like
in order to be in that place, you gotta already have that power, basically.
Like, I feel like when people have a lot of money, people see that as power. So these people who have the money,
I think definitely is power. I think Jay-Z and maybe not, but I think I don't know. Maybe Pablo Escobar has more power than Trump does. Just because of money. Just because of money. You know what I mean? It's like
they go over his numbers. Wasn't he making like $1 million a day or some shit?
He had a room. He had a room. Yeah, right.
A tunnel was made.
He probably owned the prison, right? He probably owned it.
His prison was his.
Oh yeah,
his prison was his.
Oh whoa,
it was his crib.
You know what's funny? I was just being sarcastic. That's hilarious. Yeah,
his prison.
He did own the prison, guys.
Everything. He did own the prison. Man.
I didn't see Narcos.
When they came to check up on him, he just like went back into his cell and his ugly cell, but. Yeah, his prison was his crib.
That's hilarious, man.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
His jail, his cell probably looked like a fucking Sandals beach resort. Like,
damn, for real,
I don't know, guys. I don't know. You guys can tell us more about that than I know. If you guys know about what happened there, feel free to let us know. Let me actually bring up the. Let me bring up the chat. Actually, I've been neglecting the chat for a bit. Sorry, guys. Oh, there's lots of stuff hanging out in the chat, guys.
Oh wow.
That's lit.
Sorry, folks.
Oh yo, chat.
Thank you, chat. The chat is chat lit.
Shout out to the chat.
Yeah, for real. Yo, what's up, fam? My name is N-Lock. I make beats for Roach Gang, Finesse. I'm always behind you, bro.
Skirt.
Shout outs, man. Gabriel says, hop out the coop, give me the loot. Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Right. Game Style says, what's up? Shout out to Game Style. Doing his YouTube channel thing. Ian Ritz gives us hundreds on hundreds.
Honey.
Much appreciated. Double underline on those. Game Style says, how's everyone's day going? Not too bad, my friend. Not too bad. And the night is going even better.
Yo.
Facts.
For real.
The night is young and so are we. Ian says facts. I don't know about what, but all of it. Maybe all of it. Maybe all of it. Right? Game says, yep, that's true. Let's see. You said, how's everyone's day going? I'm just asking if you're good. We're doing great. Thank you, my friend. I hope everybody else is doing just as great as us, and even better, actually.
Facts.
Anyway, Ian says, great, thanks. If you ever have to go, I just want to say you're cool, spreading positivity.
Hey,
we'll take it all, and we'll send it right back to you, my friend.
Sure.
Double.
Yeah, triple. Man.
Double. Yeah,
come
double,
on,
triple.
Come on.
Triple, double. That's a sports thing, right?
Yeah, right.
That's a sports. And Juan says, still waiting on Dying in Silence live.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you know what? Thank you, Juan, for bringing up a secret topic. Our live performances. What's going on with that? And are coming soon? Or
August 30th. See me in Miami.
August 30th.
Yes,
Finessegod.
Yes,
where at?
BC Studio.
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
We got in the future
if you
any
need
performances
tickets,
coming?
follow me.
In the future,
I'm
I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up.
Is this something you guys want to do? Is this something?
No, I'm gonna set it up.
Would you like? Is it? Are any of you guys kind of like nervous of the performing life?
Nah.
Ready to kick its ass?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, hell yeah, of course. That's the way. That's the way. It's tough, man. Like it's funny. You know what? Like I don't know how I can't imagine what it's like to be a vocalist on stage versus like because I've only played guitar on stage, so like you know if you fuck up, people will hear
exhausted.
How is that? Yeah, I don't know what that's like. That's what's up.
I had my first performance. We actually did too. Our first performance was.
Tell us about that. Yeah. First performance. What was that like? How were the reactions? How was your reaction?
All right, so basically
technically,
my first performance was like at this club. His first performance we performed together.
Yeah.
It was. All right, so
that's what's up.
Hey man, that first performance was lit. I'm not gonna lie. I was.
I have never performed, but I think it would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think I would like rock that shit.
It's the best thing. I promise you, man. It's like the energy.
Yeah.
The energy is real, man.
When you think about when I actually think about that thing, I feel what I felt.
You know what's funny? I was just having a conversation with somebody about this yesterday. It's like we were talking about like these big bands that play for like arenas, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, this coworker of mine, she was like, I can't imagine like what is that like? And I'm like, well, you have an ocean of people
with lights.
An ocean of human beings in front of you, waiting on your every word
and move.
Like you could just say. And they'd be like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
literally,
yo,
dude,
quick reaction.
What an amazing feeling.
Yo,
that's what that is.
It's like an instant response.
Yeah,
to anything you do.
They're waiting on everything, dude. So it's like, and she was saying like, but how do you balance that? I was like, you don't. I was like, it's weird. I was like, you're waiting on their reaction, and they're waiting on yours.
Have you seen Freddie Mercury's clips?
Well, you know what's funny? We were talking about Queen as the band we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
So, that was the band we were talking about.
Man,
ironic.
He
did his thing. He was a performer.
Wow, and he ran the crowd. He got him so like the crowd, the whole entire, and it's hard to get a crowd that big.
Yeah,
to all be mimicking.
Everything you're doing, and even to a Freddie Mercury, a Michael Jackson type, a Prince. What else? So we got even these days. Like I look at Future concerts, I look at Travis Scott concerts, and I'm just like, Jesus,
people can't like a crazy intense natural high. Like,
dude,
like you must be like so much adrenaline at 1 second. Like,
yeah, like I can't even imagine what that feeling is like. So I mean, shout out to the performers that are pulling out those kind of venues. But even on a smaller scale, the energy level is insane. Like the most I've ever played in front of was 150 people.
Bro, that's still.
It was at school, but the people were still there. They still gave it. They still gave it to us, and it was cool, man. It was really, really, really cool. I can't describe the feeling anymore. It was radical. I kind of stopped and I was like, afterwards, I kind of took the moment in, and I was like, man, like those people were really up there, like waiting on every note of that guitar, like and thankfully the performance went well and everything went cool. But yeah, it's just interesting to think about that, man. So shout out to you guys for staying hungry, man. Yeah, that's the toughest.
Yeah. It is tough.
And consistent too.
It is tough.
And consistent.
That's the move. Xavier says, "Let's go, Chucho." Thank you, man. Juano says, "Meet me there. Better yet, beat me there." I like the rhyme. I don't know where that's. Yes to all of that. Yes to all of that. Gabriella says, "Can't wait to see you guys live."
You already know.
Thanks.
For real. So let's move on to Y.Ceez music. And this is, it's funny when I heard your first tune, which was, I think it was called like Love Scars, right?
Yeah, Love Scars.
Love Scars, man. And when I heard the tune, I heard the guitar roll in automatically, and I was like, guitars, So I noticed you have you like live sounds.
Yes.
Do you like live, like live drums, live performance type of thing, live bass?
I do.
And I get that vibe from your music. It's not R&B, but it's.
Because I'm
in the neighborhood.
The thing is, I'm island. I'm Haitian, so
that's what's
can't
avoid that vibe.
Exactly.
I love it.
So
groove is everything. My bad. Like I said, I was listening to everything on Spotify. Are you on SoundCloud? Are you on Spotify? Do you have
on SoundCloud?
Cool.
That's what
I'll pull it up on there.
And then the track.
Y.Ceez. And what song would you like to play? Because The one I was gonna play was Monster, but feel free to do whichever one you want. Whichever one you like. We can play them both too. Shit. We got the time, folks.
Okay. You want to play?
Hear people watching the stream.
Hey, sweet.
Hey, right.
That's what's up, man.
What about Rock With Me?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah,
Let me. My bad.
It's like
yes.
We're in the summer right now.
No, we got it. You know what? That tune was the one, guys. Sorry, folks. I got. Let me go ahead and download this. Thankfully, we got a decent internet connection that'll make this happen very fast. There you go. Rock With Me. We got Y.Ceez feature and Finessegod.
Yeah, and this is dropping
yes.
soon. Yes, this is the remix. Yes.
Don't give a fuck what you say. I'ma fly out to space, and you can only come if you fuck with me.
I'm good. Appreciate it.
Finessegod, write these bars all day. Now they getting hard. I got these bags on bags. Okay, my money is long. I got this bitch on my dick. Give her what she want. Damn, now she asks too much. I really like that hoe, but she just wanna fuck. I'm tryna come up, I ain't really got no time for that. Only take you with me if I think that you would ride or die. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, come take a flight with me.
Purchase your tracks today.
With you. Girl, I'm a rock star too. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, take a flight with me. Hey, I'm a rock with you. Girl, I'm a rock star too. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, come take a flight with me. Rock with you, girl. I'm a rock star too. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, take a flight with me. Hey, I'm a rock with you, girl. I'm a rock star too. Hey, I'm in the whip and it's stolen. Chillin' with your girl, we don't know where we're going. We don't give a fuck, we just living in the moment. Really like that girl, damn, my energy so potent. Wait, got me feeling some way. We hop on that jet and we go to Bombay. She don't like her up, so I give her foreplay. She likes so much that we do it all day. Girl, got a confession. You get all my affection. Girl, I think you're my obsession. Wait, I need to ask you a question. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, come take a flight with me. Hey, I'ma rock with you. Girl, I'm a rock star too. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, take a flight with me. Hey, I'ma rock with you. Girl, I'm a rock star too. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, come take a flight with me. I'ma rock with you, girl. I'm a rock star too. Hey, you rock with me. Hey, take a flight with me. Hey,
what a tune, bro.
I'ma rock with you, girl. I'm a rock star too.
I'ma find me a way, little more on site. Best believe I'ma spray suntan lotion on her booty. I'm the light in the tunnel, help you find your way. She starstruck and she looking like a latte. I make it cream like a frappe. Trying to get the Starbucks, soccer ball in real life, but I still play 2K. I'm a trampoline mommy, going bounce on me. Treat me like a boo, come and ride on me. You a sniper for love, take a shot at me. Put a rock on you, cause you rock with me. Y.Ceez.
Hey, you rock with me. Hey, come take a flight with me.
And that was Rock With Me, guys.
Yes,
the Finessegod featuring Y.Ceez.
Yes,
vice versa. Oh, what are you doing up here, bro? What you need? What you need? What you need? You guys can't see him, but my cat is totally trolling all of us and stepping all over my keyboard. You know, this guy deleted my whole mixtape.
Wow.
Not mixtape, but he deleted my whole album. And I don't know how.
Damn.
Don't know how he did it. Deleted the whole folder.
Damn.
Couldn't find it. Recycle
That's
bin.
crazy.
Searched it in my Windows Explorer. Nothing.
Whoa, must
Nothing.
have just stepped on the keyboard or something.
He literally did.
Whoa.
He literally just walked over it and it was gone, dude. It was like a. I felt like I was in a cartoon.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it does happen. So watch out, guys. Anyway, that song was super dope, man.
Thank you,
good
man.
time.
Thank you.
Good song for the weather.
Good tropical, yeah.
Good song for the
summer
weather.
Song, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking hot outside these days, man.
Right?
Jose in the chat says dope track.
Yo, thank you, Jose. I appreciate you.
Much appreciated, my man.
Yeah.
And it's true, man. And it was a good chemistry. And it was funny because have you guys all known each other for a while? When did you guys meet each other?
So recently.
That's funny, man. You know what's funny? Because the chemistry between you guys, it's like you guys have known each other. Like you guys grew up together. You know what I mean?
It's the vibes, you know.
Yeah.
And then that's what we go off
man.
of too. We go off of like vibes. You know, like we met people that done a lot more than, you know what I'm saying, than we have done so far. But it's like if the energy's not there, then it's like it's not gonna work.
Can't do anything, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's
That's
up, man.
big, actually.
I like it, man. That's what's up, man. I mean, check out. I mean, like, you guys hear all the music for yourselves. You guys can see, like I said, really good melodies. It's one of the things I was talking about with all you guys. You guys find pockets. Like you guys have, even in guitar playing and in anything in music, there's something called playing in pocket, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a certain, if you guys get into music theory, you know, like how notes work and shit, there's a math to it.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you guys are feeling it through the mind and the heart, that's even cooler. So, yeah, you know, playing in pocket is something that's very hard to come by, but you guys all are doing that. You guys are all doing that, like, you know, not even trying. So shout out to you guys, man. You guys the music is bigger or something, you know what I mean?
Yo, it's a blessing.
I say all that to
you
say
not even trying, but man, it is
I'm thankful. I'm so thankful, man.
It's a grind, dude.
Yo, for real.
You guys are working hard, man. You guys are working hard. I hope that you guys continue that, and I know you guys will. There's no hoping. It's just gonna happen.
Visuals, man. We need to get a music video.
Videos, man. Yes. Are there any videos coming up?
Videos.
You know, it's funny. I was checking out some of the comments on Xand3rtheGreat. I was checking out some songs on your Tab Street tune, right? And one of the first comments was, "We need to make a video for this," and I was like, "Yes." And you know, it's funny. I had the same thought when I heard the song. I was like, "A video for this would be amazing."
Yo, let me tell you something.
That's facts.
Videos have been spoken of. I've been. The visuals,
I know some good creatives, man,
that are coming up.
I know some cool creatives
that I really want to put into effect. By the way, shout out to my dog Flip Shots.
Oh, shout out
my big time boy.
That's what's up.
Takes a lot of good pictures, man. Good pictures. But I've been talking to him big about some videos about Drop Top and Tap Street.
Yes, definitely, man. I'm excited for that, man. You guys, and with the music that you guys are making, there's a lot you could do with the visuals.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot.
The best.
You could take it somewhere on a Busta Rhymes level.
Oh my goodness.
You know where
I always think about visuals.
100%.
You have the actual song. You have the actual song, but you can actually have just be creative, with the visuals, bring the lyrics to life.
It doesn't have to, and it doesn't have to be some matter of a fact. If
not
you're
even.
you know what I mean. Like some people say, because in lyrics, for example, some people are like, oh, I just want to look at you, right? And then they'll just look at somebody, in the video. And it's it doesn't have to be and I'm saying with your guys' music, you guys have so much freedom to do, really metaphorical stuff and some really good visuals.
It could be
cool.
Oh, I really want to look at you, but it could be you looking in the pond or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or looking at a reflection of yourself.
A foggy mirror. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Or looking into exactly, man. It's almost like when I was a teenager, right? And I found out because I'm a big UGK fan. I love UGK.
Hey, shout out to
Camzy and Bun B. That's the vibe. So to me, when I found out that they were talking, when they said my bitch, they were talking about my car, and I was like,
oh, that's funny.
They said they don't want, and I was like, just cleaned up the bitch, and I was like, what are you talking about? And shit like that. I was just kind of like, that's a very interesting. To me, it was artistic because I was like, that's an interesting way to frame that.
Yeah.
A lot of people take care of their cars, they take care of, they try to take care of women. It's funny. It's like a social commentary.
For real.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's next level. And I remember, and I'm a big fan of Pimp C because I remember him saying in an interview, he was like, these days we don't get any fucking social commentary. We don't get anything talking about what's going on outside. Everybody's talking about the glamour of the dope dealing, but they don't talk about when you get caught.
Man,
they don't talk about when you're in jail.
Man, I have a homie right now who's my homie who's shout out 40, free 40. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I told him, man, it's just you get literally sucked into the rap or into the trap, man. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, it's addicted to the money. Where I'm yo, don't do you have enough to do something else? You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just that's all he knows how to do. So it's you know what I mean? But free 40 shit, that's my dog.
Definitely, man.
Dog from Boca.
Everybody goes through their ups and downs, you know what I mean? It's all about, it's what happens after. I mean, the lovely Claudia, my girlfriend, she's studying to be a social worker, so her whole job and career is centered on helping people turn around. Okay. People that are drug addicts and people that have been abused and sexually trafficked and all that shit. It's her job.
That's crazy.
She's studying to help those people get back into reality.
That's crazy, man.
That's
so noble. That's so noble.
It's wild.
That's probably a straining
job. Really hard.
Yeah,
you're there to be the hope in somebody's life.
You got to carry all that weight.
That's
yeah,
big,
I know, right? Well, I could not
handle
it. I hate to say it. And I mean, as a
you do it musically already.
Yeah, in my sense, in my way, I guess I do it. You're right, but
Dying in Silence or the song, that is a therapy session for a lot of people. The numbers will represent that.
Yeah, people have we've watched streams where like it gives people goosebumps. Like they're like, whoa, like yo, like freaking out. We're like, whoa, like this is what it could do to people.
It's big,
you know
dude.
what I mean? Like, whoa,
That's
like
facts.
It's big, dude. And even, you know, to relate it to what we do now, like, you know, I've had a couple of friends that start up their own, you know, channels and gaming sites and things like that, you know, and they're like, hey man, like I hit them up and I'm always like, hey, congrats on starting this, best of luck, you know, and whatever. Then they'll be like, actually, you're the reason I started doing this. They'd be like, I saw what you were doing, and they're like, I should do, and I was like, oh shit, like I could be the catalyst for your success. That's,
you know, it's funny you brought that up, but there's this guy that we work with, and he's a big wrestling fan. Going back there.
Yes.
And right now he's actually training to become a wrestler, and he told us like we're the reason why he decided to actually go for his passion and his dreams.
Really?
Pro wrestling, folks.
That's crazy.
Yo, hey, shout out Cosmic Ray.
Hey, shout out to Ray.
Yeah.
Cosmic Ray,
man. He's been training too, man. Every single day, man. He's in the gym, man. We see you working hard, man.
It's hard, man. I've had friends growing up that are wrestlers, man, and still pursue it to this day in independent wrestling scenes. I got to shout out to Beastly Brody.
Whoa.
Wow.
So I know
that's a different world, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it is, man.
Crazy.
It is.
You don't hear too much of those.
They really do put their bodies on the line. Shout out to Jim Sterling, who's a very well-known podcaster that I was lucky enough to make music for. But he was like, he's doing his own pro wrestling thing now, like, or amateur wrestling, but independent. It's not amateur wrestling is another one of those terms like SoundCloud rapper. Like, it just makes you sound amateur wrestler.
Yeah.
It makes you sound like you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Facts, yeah.
I hate that. You know, but so shout out to those guys. Wrestling is tough, man. We were talking a little bit, off air about wrestling and growing up. And I know Xander, you didn't really get too much into the wrestling, but
WCW,
because you caught it. Yeah, you know what's funny? By the time you started watching wrestling, WCW was already done.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
for me, that's how it was. For me,
it was WWE and then WWF, or was it WWE?
The other way around?
Oh, WWF.
Yeah, I know WWE, man.
I feel you though, man, because once they started introducing John Cena as the main guy.
Yeah,
it was like
it was cool. Nah. For the beginning, it was like,
I remember.
I liked him before. It was like John Cena. You know what I mean?
You remember John Cena's debut when he wrestled Kurt Angle?
And he was like trying to be a gangster, just
the little
cringy,
shorts.
Yeah, he was kind of cringy, but I was like, he was the underdog at the time when he started. So it was like I was like rooting for the underdog, and then they put him like at front, so I was like, oh, okay. So like, for a year or two, I was like, okay, John Cena, you know what I'm saying? But once it like, all right, okay, we get it, we get it, John Cena, man. Like,
here's the problem.
Nothing you can do about it, man.
Here's the problem. So let's talk. Let's
quit watching. Actually,
let's just. I know pro wrestling is a tough topic for a lot of people because everybody would be like, well, isn't that fake? It's like, well, yes and no. It is.
Put me on, because
it is scripted.
It's scripted, but they do put their body on the line. It's like people get injured, people get their heads
like when they fall.
Yeah, it's real. This
is actually a true story. The Rock on his last title match against I think Stone Cold Steve Austin.
WrestleMania.
I think it was WrestleMania. He tore his ligament.
Oh wow!
On a slam.
I think so. I know what you're talking about.
You feel me? And he literally had to keep going. He had to because he had 15 minutes left, and he kept going.
They do that.
So that just goes to show you, like, you really get injured.
Stone Cold Steve Austin broke his neck
in
the ring and kept going.
Owen Hart, dude. It was a pile driver. It's when they turned the dude upside down and slam him down.
A lot. That happened to Stone Cold.
Well, what they're doing because there's techniques to it, folks. That's the problem. When they put you upside down, there's supposed to be enough clearance for them when they bend their knees. Your head is not supposed to touch. Like, it touches the ground, but a little bit.
Exactly.
This one dude fucked up, and the head was too low below the knee, and he literally like his neck went. Hello, my love. This is my girlfriend, the lovely Claudia. Hello, the social worker we spoke of, doing the amazing career, coming back.
Very, very noble.
Coming back from a full day of college and work, and my goodness, what a long day. You deserve a beer, my love.
Right.
You guys want another beer?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Feel free if you guys would like another one. Feel free. Yes, please. Thank you, my love. She's very cool.
That's dope, man. You're lucky.
Lucky man,
Found
man.
a girl, man. That's
hard
crazy.
to find,
dude.
Hard to find people that are supportive in the right way.
Yeah.
Some people want to support you, but only up until it benefits them too.
Yo, and that's I can't stand that.
That's the people you got to stay away from.
Yeah.
Because they're just there for the
I honestly
for the quick.
Yeah, the benefit.
I honestly
The
don't
payoff.
want to find someone now because I feel like if I were to find a girl right now and she like didn't really have a lane and I were to blow and then she came with me, it kind of, I hate to say it, but I hate it. People would, I wouldn't want her to like ride on my name. Like if she started something, so I'm just like people who know me know her. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, like.
But that's true though. Relationships become political at some point, right? Like when you reach
a girl
success.
doing better than me. Hide me. Don't show me to the public. You know what I'm saying? Hide me. But I want to like kind of know, like if I were to like this, like if you didn't, like you know what I mean? If we couldn't be together, you would still be. I don't know.
No, I see what you're saying, dude. I see what you're saying.
I
Like,
was just telling that to my girl. I told her like I never want to set her up to where she's heavily reliant on me.
yeah.
I would love to take care of my girl. But
I said this is what I said. This is what I said because at the end of the day, you know, I'm supposed to support her goals and she's supposed to support my goals, and then you know we bring it together. So I told her whatever is it that you want to do, I will support you. I will support you, and
That's crazy.
and that way
That's dope.
you know you can always. If something was to happen to me, regardless, something you're always going to be taken care of. But you still have your own two legs on to, you know, your own two legs to stand on.
Right.
That's
No. That's how it should be because I mean, you don't want like. I don't know, man. You don't want somebody to be reliant on you at all, no matter what you do, because I mean, honestly, what I like
I love to give. Go ahead.
No. It's just. But you're right though. It's a tough balance between giving and letting somebody, because honestly, dude, I want to be inspired by my significant other.
That would be
I want to see you chasing your goals too.
That's the difference. But you give. So they can keep multiplying. So like even if I gotta pay, you know, I'll pay your tuition. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it on my credit card.
If you could do that one,
you right?
Hell yeah.
And then it's like,
fuck it.
I know you're gonna benefit from it. You get what I'm saying? So I invested in you.
Yeah,
you know
and then it works, but completely.
And it works both ways. Like I said, it works both ways.
Yeah, essentially every artist at some point is the starving artist. You will starve for your work and you will enjoy it. Because if you're not enjoying it, you are a fucking fake.
The humble beginnings.
If you're not enjoying it, you are not about it.
The humble beginnings.
Very. Like, you know, it's funny. I love doing this show. I do it I'm sure you can fucking tell by the fact that I do it all the time.
That's
but it's just
90.
Yeah, we're trying, and I've taken a lot of breaks because sometimes you just freak out as a human, and you're like, I need to chill for a second.
It's like an overload in the brain.
Yeah, honestly, dude, doing everything yourself, it does happen. Because like, man, I don't like. If somebody was like, you should put credits up that say you do everything, and I'm like, why the fuck would I do that? Like,
and
just so everybody could know.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
Ask me and I'll tell you.
Yeah,
right?
Facts.
It's cool.
That's a fact.
It's fine. Oh, my cat is chasing a fucking fly around here.
He's gonna get it.
Good luck, dude. Yeah, he's natural born killer, dude. His job is to kill. Like that's one of the coolest. This cat is Dragon Ball Z.
He got it.
He got it already.
It got it.
What? And he's eating it.
Yo, that's crazy.
He's eating it.
That's crazy.
Savage.
My cat just caught a fly and is eating it,
yo.
dude. What a dude. Metal as fuck, dude.
Never
Wow.
ever have flies in your house.
For real, right? No,
Never.
honestly, you know what's funny? Lizards have never been the same in this place.
Oh man.
Oh.
Anytime I see a lizard and he shows up, that shit, man, he sits down and waits for it, and that shit will be up in the corner, and he'll just be down there looking at it and waiting for it.
Yo.
I've seen him sleep, waiting for the shit to move.
I see you. You're not coming down with him. Like,
You're gonna get
Cats-
weak soon.
Yeah, cats are fascinating.
Hey,
man.
shout out So Dreamy, by the way.
Yes. Oh, sorry. So Dreamy says yes, fire, and I'm
Yes.
sure she was talking about Rock With Me, and yes, that's amazing song. It is fire. And Gianni also says yo. What's
Yeah.
going on, Gianni?
What's good? That's my dog.
Shout out to Gianni.
Yeah, he's my neighbor.
Thank you for the whole chat for hanging out tonight, man. Like it's been a nice live chat because of you guys. Thank you for that, man. You guys have
problem.
We
man,
appreciate
we're here
the
for you, man.
hospitality.
this proves to me that you guys have a fan base.
Yeah.
You know,
I
there's
mean,
no more proof than the people reaching out.
that's
You could have
facts.
all the views, but if your comment section is two fucking
That's
comments,
so true.
you're
That's
a
what
fake.
That's what I
That's
tell.
facts.
I'm like, yo, you have
All
to
the
get your
time.
engagement up. It's not about your likes. It's your engagement. It's you know what I mean. It's people coming and engaging in your profile. You know what I mean. It's like
and all
likes are.
Well, number one, you're completely right. Number two, it's literally impossible for 14,000 people to watch your shit and 2 people to comment.
Yep.
Literally impossible.
Facts.
Won't
That's
happen.
a
That shit makes no
Won't
sense
happen.
at all.
That's a fact.
Won't happen. It's just human beings do not work that way. We don't.
Exactly.
We just don't. When we like
We
some
have
shit
to-
enough,
We have to say it.
you'll like it and you'll also be like dope, or you'll fire emojis or whatever the fuck you gotta do.
Or someone
shit.
You will
will
do
like
that. Yeah,
40%, maybe 30%.
Yeah, like
But people do it.
It's just like the dislike button. Like when I see the dislike buttons, I'm like, you know what? These people are going out of their way to dislike your shit.
Yeah.
Like whoever dislikes your shit is somebody, and I think that's the reason why. It's not like I get a lot of that, but I'm just.
You know what it is?
Fuel.
It's the balance. It's the balance. You know, the haters and supporters. You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have supporters.
You're completely right.
Yin and yang.
You need it. You need it. And thankfully, there's not been many haters for the show. But whenever I do encounter that, it just makes me. It literally makes me work twice as fucking hard.
That's true.
And I love that, dude. I love it. It's almost like I beg for it. Like I love it. Like there's nothing that lights me up. Like, and don't get me wrong. Thank you everybody who comments. Yeah, thank you everybody who compliments me. But one negative comment will drive you more than 100 positive comments.
Do you want me to tell you something?
That's what
Is that
the
like,
weirdest thing? Not that I came up, but I was testing this theory with my boy. Cause shout out to Best Buy, cause that's where we work.
Shout out Best Buy.
Yeah, I was. That's a quick plug for future sponsorships. Just say
real
endorsements. But anyways, so I was in Microsoft where I was a Microsoft rep and Best Buy, me and my boy, and we was talking about he was like, oh, he was trying to get a girl, or whatever, and he was gonna try his luck at a Instagram model. I said, okay, cool. I said, yo, 9 times out of 10, if you want her to get attention to you, say something that's like slick. I guarantee she responds. I said, but starts with compliments first. So he started complimenting her. Nothing. As soon as he posted one little thing that was negative, she responded.
Yeah.
And I was like,
reverse psychology, folks.
Yeah. I was like,
that's what that is.
Imagine that.
Reverse psychology.
Imagine that.
Works every fucking time. You know what's funny? Cats are like that. Cats get your attention, but you know what they say? Ignore them. They say the more you ignore them, the more they realize what I'm doing is fucking useless. And they actually leave you alone. So it's just in the same way you're talking about, it's completely true. You could compliment them all day, but guess what? They've seen probably literally 1,000 comments that say the same thing. So once you are the one that gives them the opposite, that's what really... that's brilliant.
Yo, it's
good
crazy.
move.
Yo,
for real.
That's funny. It's true though. But life works that way, man. It's funny because everybody's always like, I didn't even expect it. It's like, because that's life, man. You never expect anything. They're like, I found the love of my life. Who would have thought? At the grocery store. That's like, well, you were reaching for the same fucking thing, weren't you?
Barnes and Noble.
The love of your life will come when you least expect it.
Or even at the club, for example. Some people fall in love with the club, and there's like, well, how would that happen? Well, it's like, well, maybe there were 2 fucking miserable people that didn't want to be there.
Oh yeah.
And then they're like, man, this fucking everybody here sucks. The music's too loud, and they were like, yeah, you want to go outside and talk about this?
Yeah,
next thing you know, married a year later.
That's crazy.
Facts.
Yo, right?
That's
what?
That's
and that's crazy. There's a lot of stuff I say that's crazy, but I don't think it's really crazy. But I think that's crazy. So I was saying this to a good friend of mine. He's a dope videographer. Shout out Lethal Mind Productions. So he was talking about relationships and how does he feel about time. I said, well, me personally, I don't go off of time. If I meet somebody and I hit it off with them, then that's that. I don't.
That's
think,
that day.
Yeah, I don't think. For example, like if you was to find the girl of your dreams tomorrow, like and you decide to marry her, I mean,
that's how you feel.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a time limit. Some people like to put a time limit on things,
and some people think they know how you feel.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know how I feel? Like, I mean, I get it. Like, maybe like getting married after a week may be irrational, but I mean, I think everything great in life was kind of like that, and everything. I don't know, like emotion. If it ain't intense, it ain't real.
Facts.
I guess, yeah.
I'm like,
if it's not 100,
my shit's intense. When I love hard. When I'm upset, I'm upset.
Dude,
brutal.
Honestly, same, dude. I'm bipolar. I'm bipolar.
I feel like in order to love somebody so hard, you have to be with them for a minute. Like I think it's crazy to see people like a year in already getting married. And it's like, bro, it's like,
I'm with you.
But it's like friends. It's like friends, bro. It's like I've only known you for this long, but looks like we've known each other for.
Exactly.
It's kind of like friends. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Energy. It's just
I'm
energy.
with you.
Exactly.
You know what's funny about the situation is that I
feel like
my brain is completely with you, Xander, because I'm like, in my head, I'm also the same way, where I'm like, you know what? I definitely gotta know you for a year. I gotta have an argument with you and move on. So that way I know that we were good, you know, like I got to go through all this shit, but guess what? Funny enough, I think the same way, me and her, you know, we started living with each other not too long after. And it was random. And it was just, it happened the most unexpected way. Where in a way where I was kind of like, fuck, like this is not normally how I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool,
like
though.
this is happening quicker than I would have imagined, but I'm kind of okay with it, but I'm confused. But
That's a cool feeling.
It's funny though, because and it's just like what we were saying earlier. It's like, I would have never expected it to be like that, which is literally life looking at me again like opposites always. True. So I'm saying my mind is with you because I think the same exact way, but then life looked at me and kind of laughed at me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And was like, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, man. Crazy. I really feel strongly on that though. I'm really big on that.
Love knows no fucking sense, man.
I had friends that
Love does not know that.
I've been friends with him for 16 years and like
really,
yeah, I have a friend that I've been friends with him for 16 years.
That's what's up. That's probably half your life.
Correct.
Long time.
So it's like, but we didn't really fall out, but things are kind of like weird. But I have another friend I met him 5 years ago, and me and him are like, you know, we're like, I'm like I'm his right hand. He's my right hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
So it's like I don't really think, I don't know. Time.
Humans, man. Hard to.
I mean,
they're hard to understand, and on top of that, we are one.
Does time even exist?
No, I mean, you know, it does.
We created it.
It does, but we create the urgency.
Yeah.
You know, we're the ones.
And goes down, but what's time? We created time. Yeah. Like 1 o'clock to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
like, I don't know.
I mean, that's like, you know, it's completely true, man. Like there are days like, you know, like I work a day job, just like I'm sure most people do, and we
hashtag unemployed. I'm sorry, but I'm dropping.
No, that's fine, dude. I mean, dude, that's cool, man. At least you're pursuing the music and doing other shit like that. I know you're not sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, I do stocks as well.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, you're staying active. You're keeping your brain active. Keeping your mind active is almost more important than keeping your body active. They're both just as important because the body and mind go together. Duh.
Shout out Sauvage.
Yeah.
Fitness.
Sauvage Fitness. That's what's up, man. You know what? I noticed. My bad, folks. I've been drinking so much fucking beer. I'm sure you can see there's like a Pokemon trading card section up here. I gotta take a piss really bad. But I would like to play, and we're gonna talk about the fact that you were a Marine when I come back, because I noticed that, and I think that has something to do with your personality and the things you might like, and I'm sure you learned things there that you.
I did. It changed my life.
Is there a tune that you guys, anybody would like to put on at the moment while I take a very quick break?
Let me put on meat. You want to put on talking shit?
Oh yes, you know we should actually, because that was the track I put for the flyer today. That's actually the first song I heard from you guys.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and it was that's a great tune. So this is
it goes hard.
Yeah, that's a great tune actually, and you know what? That's funny because
Visuals
earlier
coming soon. Visuals coming soon.
Visuals coming soon, man.
I'm gonna send you one called Mash It Up.
That's
exclusive.
Send it.
It's unreleased. And also, I'll send you one.
Send it over.
I'm gonna send you a snippet.
Please do. I would love it.
Just because we're doing unreleased shit.
Which one? Oh, which one?
I'm doing the shit I did.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. By the way, guys, if you guys search Finessegod, please put in the money signs.
Oh yeah, please,
facts.
When you're on Spotify,
please. Because I had to do that. Then I was like, this is the key to Finessegod's treasure trove.
The money signs. Nobody got the money signs.
Got the double money signs.
Yes, sir.
This is Talking Shit, guys. This is Finessegod featuring Xand3rtheGreat.
Shout out Cameron. What's good, man?
What a beat.
I know. I love beats make this song, man.
Back in the day, if you wanted some beef with a nigga, then you can go meet with the nigga. Nowadays, these niggas don't go to school, but they be at the crib trying to tweet.
Bring that shit back, Kai.
I'm really finna just talk my shit on this.
I'm sorry, guys. And we went with it though.
Back to the real bangers.
OJ got that juice.
talking shit. Wait, I don't like your energy. Talking on my name, lose your life just like you Kennedy. Wait, I don't play no games, that's just me, I'm speaking generally. You don't know it's me, don't catch no case, I don't want felonies. Finessegod, light a blunt, make a banger. Looking at my neck, shining bright just like a glacier. I just went to college to finessing as my major. Now I'm on the come up, got some fans and I got haters. Let me be your teacher, I don't preach but I do features. Yeah, I do. I am not your keeper, I just speak cause I'm a leader. I'm a leader on the speakers, yeah, I'm spreading like a fever. Like a fever. Since she like me, need some dick, so I'm a feeder. Not a clown, you can't catch me slipping. I'm whipping, cooking up the heat in the kitchen, no limit. Fucking on that hoe, she can't resist it. A gymnast, that bitch bending like she doing fitness. 8 inches, now I'm on my way up and I got all my tools. I don't fuck with grades, so I dropped out of school. Teachers talking shit, made what you made, but times 2. Look who fucking talking, now it's me, it's not you.
I don't like the way you look at me, so fuck you. The way you walking, bitch, I'll turn you into dog shit. It's crazy how they look at me, little nigga, I'm above real shit. Like the kino, spread it open, I will eat you. Went and grabbed that pack, we flipped that bitch and made it back quick. Yeah, I'm on the run, I hit that bitch up like a track meet. I don't give a fuck if that bitch gay ass, she attracting. Bitch, I'm pouring Henny with the ice cause it's relaxing.
Bitch, so pour my drink, don't need no chaser. Aquafina on my nature, froze up like some glaciers. Cater to these niggas, cut them off, don't do no favors. I love all my women, catch them all in different flavors. Bitch, I'm talking on my shit, don't do no favors.
Favors?
Gonna do no favors.
But if it's about that pussy, bitch, I told you I'm a cater. I'm a cater. Slide up in that pussy, pleasure her like I'm a major. Slide up, you know that I'm major. Rushkin coming in and we do not play no games though. Nope. Speaking from the heart, might be a god, but I'm not Pluto. And if these pussy niggas can't keep up, I give them kudos. Bitch, when I'm in the studio with finesse, we a duo.
Talking shit, wait, I don't like your energy.
What a tune, folks. I love the energy on that tune, actually. A couple of people hit me up in the DMs with the clapping emojis. So they were feeling the vibe on that. So shout out to Talking Shit. That was Talking Shit featuring Finessegod featuring Xand3rtheGreat.
Seems like a lot of people like to talk shit, you know.
Right? A lot of people do.
Shit,
a lot of people. You know what's funny? A lot of people have a lot of practice in that, so they're good at it. Unfortunately. I'm saying though. I mean, you know, it's funny. Like I think about, and we were talking earlier that they're the people that dislike videos on YouTube. It takes a certain type of human to do that.
Yeah. Because to type a mean comment.
That's the worst. That's extra out of your way.
Yeah, that's like that's
like effort.
You're
man, like
energy.
wow, like a brain cell. Like you wasted brain cell to come up with something so negative.
Consume that energy.
Yo, just to, you know what I'm saying? Just
it takes neurons to do that. Yeah, like, it takes neurons to do that. You're spending your neurons on negativity.
That's a mean human.
Yeah, it's true though, man. Because you know what? At the end of the man, when most people dislike shit, I'm sure when you guys see something you don't like, what's the first thing you do? You just change it.
Exactly. Yeah, if you really don't care,
just leave. I just hit the YouTube button and I'm just like back home.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me go back home where I'm safe.
I do the same thing.
But honestly, the only time I dislike something is like if I see somebody showing bad content on a pit bull.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah,
dude.
That's the only time I would like ever go out of my way.
No, that's dogs in general.
Yeah. I haven't even seen one of those videos in forever.
Yeah, but that's dogs in general.
No, but I'm talking about like for example, the other day, I wake up right. I was in such a good mood. By the way, I'm not a morning person.
No one is.
It's a tough time. It's a tough time.
So basically, I wake up and I'm going through my Instagram. I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm waking up, doing my daily routine, whatever. I see a content of this dude showing, look how awesome my dog is. But it's a guy recording a pit bull, like growling at him, protecting his food. It's some stranger, but like, it got me so upset because I'm like, why would you show that content of the bad side of your dog?
Oh, I feel
literally
like people with pit bull fights and shit. Yeah, that's
crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
People are still doing that. I mean, I know they are. But
it's like it's like rooster fighting.
The cockfighting.
Everyone. Yeah, it always happens.
He's like, no, it's not bad. It's not bad. He's just showing his hunting side. I'm like, bro, like
have him hunt a fucking bone.
Yeah, like why would you show it? Like show him loving something. Or,
give him a fucking tennis ball.
You want to hit this?
You know what I mean?
I'm good for it. Thank you.
Okay.
I got so upset. I went out of my way to go and like dislike it and do whatever. The page refreshed and I lost it.
You know what? In a way, I feel you though. Goddamn.
I got upset.
I hate it, man. You know what sucks about those things is that you know what hurts the most beyond watching it is knowing that it already happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
That's the worst part.
Yeah, because your mind is like, damn, I couldn't stop this.
Yeah, you couldn't.
And I'm here watching it.
Exactly.
I'm here watching it away from you.
Yeah,
worse.
The fucker that is in the video. Yeah, that's you know, it's funny, and that's the empath in all of us. I think that's the person that we just want to sympathize with the person, and we just want to like we sympathize with the dog, for example, you know.
Yeah.
And we're like, damn, like you are so powerless, you don't know that, you know, what's going on. It's a rough one, man. It's rough.
Yeah,
it's
really
rough,
is.
guys. But
gotta do what you gotta do.
But you gotta be human, folks.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be. Don't lose the human side of you. I know it's tough these days because everybody wants you to be a fucking robot.
And we're getting more and more just sucked into our phones, sucked into social media, sucked into.
How are you guys with that? How's the phone use?
Ugh.
I might do it a little too much. I'm with you.
I have to.
Therapy session.
Yeah, exactly. What
building
we
a
doing.
brand here.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Social media is my best friend right now. It's like, it's so sad. Like you just have to be drowned into it because that's how you.
It's just part of everybody's routine for the day.
You know, like people are gonna hate me for
Feel
saying
you.
this. Oh my goodness! But look,
that's okay.
I actually love hurricanes.
Dude, same. I fought the last.
Because
and let me so look and let me tell you why. It's people really misunderstands this, but it forces us to like go back and be human. And just disconnect from social media. You have no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like the antennas are down, so there's no internet.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So it's like that's when the board games come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when you get to know your neighbors again. You know, and like really spend time with your neighbors.
Oh man.
And I love hurricanes.
That's actually true. No, I was outside. I was standing in the rain, but like all the neighbors came out into the hall because I was in an apartment complex. So everyone was just coming in the hall to like look at the storm. You know what I mean? So like thinking about it, like I guess that's true, man. Like I met all the neighbors during the hurricane.
Yeah,
it's camaraderie, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
you accept them and they accept you, and it's a beautiful thing. It's tribal.
Yeah, for real.
And you know what's crazy?
Tribal.
And it's something about that moment where it's like I don't know why, but I get goosebumps. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's like you know when you look at these like tribal videos for of different tribes and whatnot, and you see how like the togetherness and community and stuff like that.
They rely on each other.
That's
everybody got to roll.
Yeah, man. Like I promise you, last hurricane, me and my brother-in-laws, we was cutting like a lady's tree that fell in her yard.
What?
Yeah, and then
some real ones.
Yeah, we actually hauled it away
That's
from
tight.
everything.
We built our
the rainforest is on fire right now.
Yeah.
The rainforest is gonna be the rain desert.
Amazon's
That's so crazy.
Amazon ain't doing so well.
Wait, what happened?
Not the website.
I don't know, man.
The place.
I think
So
I think
Amazon's
somebody
on
did that
fire.
though.
The Amazon's on fire.
Yeah, man.
Bullshit.
Sorry,
Yo.
the lovely Claudia just said what?
It produces 20% of our oxygen.
Oh yeah, it produces the Amazon rainforest produces 20% of our oxygen.
Yo, and listen,
20% of our oxygen is
how
on
does
fire.
this happen?
Or
How
whatever
does
this called.
You could say global, but man, like it rains a lot. Like
Okay, global warming. I think that's
like let's not. Yeah, like we're not gonna go there. But damn,
We
like
can go there. That's okay.
yeah, I mean,
that's how-
I'm not trying to start something. I'm just saying.
it's real. You can't.
This is the place to do that.
You're dumb. You're dumb if you don't think global warming is real. Okay. We've put fossil fuels into the air. We've made it worse. Okay, here's another fact. We made it worse. Here's another fact. The sun gets bigger. The sun's expanding right now. Okay, no matter what, it's gonna get hotter. But we're making this shit like really bad.
I feel like we're the ones
really
that instead of not believing in climate change or all that, I feel like we're the ones that made that. Like people go, nah, it's fake. It's like, no, it's not fake. We still have things that we can use to like
more resources.
Things to we could fuck with the weather. Like let's say we have things to fuck with
the weather control stuff.
100%.
Yeah, so come on. So if you could have that,
We're not gonna say too much.
If you could have that, you feel me? Like,
end up getting our accounts deleted.
Right?
If you can have that, then it's just like, then it's like why not believe in climate change? Like we fucked that up.
Yeah,
We
totally,
did that.
totally. I mean,
If
who
we
else can we
control it.
blame? The fucking animals? What are they doing?
Dog.
We're the ones creating industry and
Facts.
fucking smoke out of buildings.
Yeah.
Yo, plastic.
Nuclear plants.
Plastic's gonna be more. Yeah, there's gonna. I think it was like 2025. You could pull it up, but 2025 or 2020 or something like that. There's gonna be more pieces of plastic in the ocean than fish.
Fuck.
We've only discovered 5% of fish.
That's
So it's like
insane.
we've multiplied that by 95%, and that's where we're getting like.
It's bad.
We're
It's a
gonna
rough
have
one,
more
man.
plastic than that.
It's a rough one.
It's really, really bad.
You know, it's funny. That's why I like Red Dead Redemption more than Grand Theft Auto. It's we're going into a funny. We're going into a funny. I love Grand Theft Auto 5. It's an amazing game.
Okay, it's one of the best.
It's a
games
10
ever
out of
made.
10.
Okay, thank you.
Don't get me wrong.
That's all you have to say.
That's the game.
That's all you have to say.
But
you have to play Red Dead.
But as a human, I look at Red Dead and I'm like, you know what? I feel more human.
You like the second one?
Honestly, I felt like it was half the game was like sweeping the house. Like half the game was like doing fucking chores. So like Red Dead Redemption Red Dead Redemption 1 is one of my favorite games of all time.
No, the first one I was gonna say if you like two better than one, the first one is good.
The first one's better.
Good.
And I'm only just a little bit into Red Dead Redemption 2, but like I'm into chapter 2 or 3, so I'm in the beginning. Okay. But even the way it starts,
but
like
the online of that game is also they're working on it.
Online's cool. Shout out to Max Payne 3.
Hey.
Max Payne. But anyway, you know what? We opened up video games, guys. You guys playing any games these days? You guys playing video games? You guys gamers?
2K.
Elders.
2K.
Oh, yeah, 2K.
I got a funny story about 2K. You know, I bought 2K14 because I don't know the rules to I didn't know the rules to basketball. And I like watching it, but half the time because I'm not a sports dude. Like I grew up, doing a bunch of other shit.
They get the ball in the hoop and they score.
Yeah, I was, all right, but like when it comes to fouls, technical fouls, reaching, all this kind of bullshit, I was like, like backcourt, all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't know the rules, so I was just lost half the time. So I got 2K14, and then I was like, now I'm going to learn the rules to basketball. And then 2K was an amazing game.
Man,
yeah, bro.
What I learned because I grew up playing NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo, and that was an amazing game.
That's a throwback. Yeah,
so that's a great game. That's a great game. So
I play
FIFA. Okay. So there's another sports game. Hey,
Did you like any Elder Scrolls, man? Role playing games.
I got Skyrim. I love Skyrim.
Okay, Skyrim's the best game too.
Skyrim's great.
In the RPG lane, Skyrim's one of the.
Skyrim's a good one. It's like in ways it's like baby's first RPG, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
So good though. I love it.
You have to if you play RPGs, you got to play Skyrim. That's just what I mean. Have you played
It's
Skyrim?
fun, dude. Skyrim, it's funny. You know what's funny? It's what we were talking about a second ago with Red Dead 2 versus GTA. Skyrim makes me feel even more human because you have even less to work with.
Yeah,
You're walking around collecting books that have stories in them. You don't even have to give a fuck, but if you do, it's there for you.
Cool, right?
It's there. You're out there picking flowers to blend two flowers together to make a potion that'll fucking heal you.
And they're big
when you're dying.
Or just
What about this one? You played God of War?
Oh, which one? The new one?
All of them.
I played 1 and 2. So good. And I didn't get to play 3. I didn't have a PS3. I had a 360.
Far Cry.
Far Cry?
Yeah.
So good. Love Far Cry. Far Cry 3 was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
that was the best one, right? What an empowering story. If you guys have not played Far Cry 3, basically you end up, you're kind of like a average rich, well, not an average, you're like a rich guy who basically ends up, you're parachuting on an island with these people. Come to find out the island has pirates on it. And you're stuck there and you got to get off this island. You got to find a way to get off. You don't know shit. So you find a tribe. They teach you how to, do combat and all this other stuff. It's a very empowering story. So for anybody that does not play that game, sorry, I fucking took over. What are you guys playing then? So what's your game at the moment?
I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online and Minecraft, dude.
Really? Well, Minecraft is cool.
Minecraft, dude.
Minecraft is like Legos.
But
and it unlocks it's.
I don't know, man. It's just
it's a creative thing.
It's so simple, and bro, you can go on Minecraft and you can build the pyramids of Giza, or you can go on Minecraft and start a world and just like farm.
That's what's
You think it's something crazy? Have you ever heard of the HoloLens?
The HoloLens?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so HoloLenses are the virtual reality glasses that Microsoft created.
Oh shit.
Man.
So, but it's only
Minecraft in those.
I
watched the video.
Yo, listen to this.
24 hours.
Yo, you're in Minecraft.
What? Whoa.
You're in the game. So not only that, but like the I want to say it was a guy. He was doing the demo of the goggles. The HoloLens, and
essentially goggles.
Yeah,
with technology.
True.
Dope.
He actually was. He was making 3D. Like he made stuff 3D, literally in real time.
That's tight, man.
But you can only get a commercial license, and it has to be like.
I was watching this video, and the people they had, it was like the goggles with the handset. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and dude, they were literally, it was multiplayer, and you literally have to punch the tree.
Yo,
talking. It's amazing.
That's what's up, man.
It's amazing.
So who's the team in FIFA, by the way? Because I want to get FIFA.
Man.
I want to get it.
Right.
I just haven't yet. Who's the team to play? I know my girlfriend's gonna kick my ass if I don't pick Colombia.
Facts.
Huh?
Barca.
Barca what? What does that mean?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. So, I was like, what is Is that Colombian slang?
So basically, Colombia is my hometown team.
Really?
It's okay.
Colombia is my hometown team. So shout out to Colombia. I fuck with Colombia heavy. Barca,
shout out to what's his name? Cuadrado. That's the only name I remember.
Quadrado?
That's the only.
Quadrado?
Yeah. That's the only name I remember.
Quadrado is lit. My favorite player was Falcao.
Is that the guy with the curly hair?
No,
Falcao was the striker that got injured in the World Cup. So
the one that looks like Jose.
Yeah, he was cool. He looks like my best friend.
yeah, basically, in my eyes, when he got injured, James came in the picture, and therefore he got his path made because of the injury of Falcao. So, anyways, best team in the world is Barca, and best team to use in FIFA. Honestly speaking, I don't play with Barca. I don't, because I just don't like the way they play in the game. But Bayern Munich. Yeah, Bayern Munich.
Okay.
They are fire.
Okay.
You could be trash. You could be whatever. Yo, if you know how to play with them, you can take far shots. Sure, you would win. There's no losing with that team.
In the 2014 2K, I just kept playing as the Heat. Because I was like, that's the team I know. So I will go. I'm gonna pass to Ray Allen on the 3-pointer.
Facts. That's how it happened too.
That's I don't because
but that's how it happened.
But I want to get it. Yeah, that is how it happened that day. Oh, come on, buddy.
The kitty.
Can we not, Legato? I'm sorry, guys, but yes, no, I like sports games a lot, only because they're just like a lot of people. How do I say this? They put the sports people in the game, in their mind, so they start identifying too hard. Like a lot of people I know that play 2K. If you pick a team that they don't really fuck with, they'll just make fun of you for the rest of the fucking. They'll be like, "Wow, you play with that team, bro? You don't know sports. You don't know this. You don't know that." And I'm like, but just play the fucking game. Are you gonna win when we play though?
Type.
So I was like, it's but that's the nature of sports. The nature of sports is competition, and I know we were gonna bring it up a little bit earlier, but yes, you Y.Ceez, U.S. Marine vet.
Semper Fi.
So salute to you, my friend.
Dope.
And tell us a little bit about that, man, because I know the hip-hop game and the rap game and metal, anything else, anything in life is competitive. The Marine Corps.
Oof. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never had the I guess the luxury to deploy, but I want to say the training was tough, and it was one of the things that this was probably the toughest thing I've ever did in life, honestly. And it changed my life too, changed my perception on life. Honestly, I'm thankful that I was able to actually do the military.
That's what's up, man. What did it teach you?
Just a lot of life lessons, honor, courage, commitment, integrity,
what does perfection mean to you? I know I'm getting inside your mind, but it's I didn't mean to interrupt you like that.
Nah, you're good, man. It
just fascinates me.
Because
Marines are different.
To me, perfection is fight till you bleed and bleed till you're victorious.
Fuck.
Dope.
That's hard.
Die for your craft.
That's hard.
Die for your craft.
That's what that means. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
If you're gonna do something, do it till you're fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's that's your last chance. You fighting if you love it. So that's
what's up, man. You think what does your upbringing have to did you growing up? How did you end up in the Marines? Is a question. Did you find yourself in a position where that seemed like the best route?
No, yes, that's exactly what it was. And I'm gonna tell you a funny story, but I was playing football in high school.
Okay.
And I remember when I was going to the college, they all have a college counselor.
Where you try out and stuff?
No. In high school they have the college where you go and you talk about credits and stuff like that and how to get into different college programs.
Okay.
I went in there to go give the lady there my ACT score. And a Marine recruiter was there. He was like, hey, you ever thought about being a Marine? I said, hell no, I'm gonna get out of my face, man. I said, I'm about to go play football, man. I'm about to go to college to play football.
About to bank out, dude.
Bro, that didn't happen.
That's what we all thought. So, like, no, I play football too. It's like I thought I would have gone to college for that shit.
I feel
Bro.
you.
And then so I ended up not going, you know, freaking. I moved to Tampa. Then, you know, shout out to my girl, by the way. She was like, oh, I want to see you, because I had moved up to Tampa because I was gonna try to walk on to USF. And I came down for her birthday, whatever. I still have everything in my car because I was just in Tampa for a week. And I didn't fully unpack. Yo, my whole car got stolen.
No!
Yeah, it was like a very bad situation. Crazy. And I thought I had insurance, but I didn't have insurance. And it was like horrible. And I was like, yo, I got to start all over. And then like, I don't have a car. How am I, you know? So,
fuck.
And then my girl gets pregnant. Then it was like, So then I was like, all right. So what am I gonna do? I said, okay, fine, Navy SEAL. I went in a Navy SEAL. I went into a Navy SEAL Navy recruiting office. He goes, okay, if you want to be a SEAL, there's a 2-hour video. If you feel like you do this training, you know, we'll go ahead with the process. Yo, 30 minutes in to the little video, I walked out. I said, hey, I appreciate the time. And I walked out.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I was like, hell no, bro. They have to swim like 2 miles with like a dummy. It's just like too much. And
2 miles.
Yo, yeah, man, it's extreme.
You know how much 1 mile is, folks? 5,280 feet. So multiply that by 2.
Yo, it was too much. I was like, nah, you gotta be like a fish. You gotta be like a Michael Phelps. And I was like, yo, I'm not even a fraction of that. Okay, so
that's wild, dude.
Yeah, so then I just ended up hitting up a recruiter, and lo and behold, guess who's the recruiter that came to pick me up? Him. So yeah,
life, right? Life looking at you like I would have never expected that, right?
Yeah, life, man.
A callback to 30 minutes ago, but yes, you would never expect it.
Yeah.
So, your recruiter, the Navy recruiter, was there.
Yeah,
the Marine
recruiter. He came to pick me up when I called the local recruiter, the recruiting office. He's the recruiter that was available, and they sent to pick me up, and it was just ironic. And then we just laughed about it, and you know, and I just went through the process, and I became a Marine. Boot camp was tough. Yeah. One of the most mental.
What is that like? I've only imagined boot camp.
I could never.
The only concept.
I'm gonna tell you. So everything was. You know how it goes. Like, okay, so we're standing online and boot camp. So it's like he says, the drill instructor says, okay, when I say go, you have 5 seconds to go and grab your day pack and get it back online, right? So when he says go, we gotta scream kill, and then go and grab our packs and then make it back online in 5 seconds. And if we don't make it back online, everybody's getting. They call it IT. You get an IT. That's when they thrash you. They like sit there and they just scream at you, make you do push-ups, and they're like very fast. Like you, it's crazy.
Kind of any idea what that's like?
Yo, imagine waking up at 4 a.m. and then having somebody just scream at you. But you know why they prepare you? Because it's like that's what happens, overseas when you go overseas. Like it's gonna be times that like it's just gonna be chaos. You gotta know how to like react. You get what I'm saying? So in retrospect, there is a method to the madness. They didn't just do it just to do it.
No, it's true. So, it's kind of like, I mean, I think about what Finessegod and Xand3rtheGreat, and now you also as a musician yourself, obviously, all you guys, what you guys are doing. Because, we have to draw parallels. Everything we do in one place, we have to draw parallels everywhere else. You make the bed in the morning. How are you going to relate that to the rest of your fucking day?
Facts.
Yeah.
Are
you gonna make the bed in every situation in your life, for example? You know what I mean? Or are you gonna get it? Are you gonna start it and finish it and boom, that's it? Because that's hard to do. A lot of people leave shit in the air, and for us as human beings, yeah, man, the Marine can teach you a lot. And I've never been through a situation like that. But sometimes I sit there and I look at my guitar, and I gotta sit there with this thing, and I gotta learn a technique. There's different techniques on the guitar. And there's many, and you need to make sure that you're good at them. Doesn't matter if it's all of them or some of them. You got to make sure you're good at them, because when you want to play, it's like reaching into a bag. You know, like it's like being a rapper. Like I'm sure a lot of rappers, like, you know, when it's funny because, you know, if you hear them freestyle, you hear people freestyle, and then one day you'll hear that freestyle in a song, and you'll be like, oh, they've had that shit in the bag for fucking years. Yeah. You know, and which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, just like a guitar player, you got ideas in your head, you got stuff in your bag. Yeah. Every artist has a bag. And it's up to you. It's up your bag, man. And you gotta expand your bag.
I feel like as a rapper, my bag's kind of like rhyme scheme, like rhymes, dude. You know what I mean? Like rhymes is the bag.
What is everybody's bag? It's a good question. So your bag is rhymes.
Yeah, like every time I rap, it's like, I'll go on rhyme zone, which is just like a thesaurus. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah, bro, and you just expand your rhyme schemes.
I never heard of that actually. Maybe it could help some of the creators out there.
If you're an artist, just go on Rhyme Zone and just type in random words and just sit there and study what rhymes with those words. You know what I mean? Like literally sit there and study what rhymes with those words. And if you do that, it's like reading a book. You know what I'm saying? If you read a book enough times, it's like you get those kind of engraved in your head, and that's big rhyme schemes. That's 20 plus words that rhyme with it. Or they rhyme with G. You know what I mean? And, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I look at a lot of rappers like they're just like a step away from being a comedian. Because what you have to do has to be, it has to hit. What you're saying has to hit. You know, like it doesn't matter who you are. Like, you know, rap is like, because comedy works off of timing.
Exactly.
You know, and hip hop works off of metaphors and making things seem like other things. You know, it's just like metaphors, like a poem. You know, it's like, oh, the ocean is a person in this poem. You know, you have to do that kind of stuff with hip hop and stuff like that. You know, bust the rhymes. What do you say? It hit you with no delay. So what you saying, bro? Yeah. You know, that's so simple, but it's kind of just like, that's such a good way to frame urgency. You know, no delaying. So what are you saying? Like, and there's people, when you hit people with a tough situation, they just freeze up. Yeah. And it's true. How are you going to embody that in lyrics? You know,
100%.
Yeah.
I try to, when I write lyrics, I try to like, I don't know, kind of, at this, like, I say things that relate to me. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'll say, you, like, you da 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 da, you do this da 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 da. But really, at the same, it's like what I do. But really, it's what I know, that there are other people out there who like do this. So I'm gonna say you, and the people who do those things are gonna hear like you, and they're gonna be like, whoa, like me. You know what I mean?
I'm different. I storytell.
I
love storytelling.
I see it through all your music. I mean, like, I have an idea of your music in my head because as the consumer. Yeah. And then you know, it's exciting for me to hear it from you guys, but yeah, you do tell stories, you know, and I listen to you. How would you just, so what is your bag, first of all? What do you think your bag is lyrically, and how you describe things, and how you,
when you freestyle, what's your bag?
What's in your mind?
Like, I just go off of, like, I don't know, man. It's I don't have like a structure to it. I guess that's bad, but I just go with the flow, and then whatever comes out, and
I guess
and then whatever comes out, and then I just go and I just create a masterpiece.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
It's like natural. It's very, very natural. You feel what I'm saying? It's not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not. To me, it's not influenced. You know what I'm saying?
It's only influenced by your experience.
Exactly.
You have to listen to the music. I feel like the best, you'll freestyle the best when you're just listening to the beat.
Yeah. Like, I told you that. It's a trance. It's a trance. I call it a trance. I will literally close my eyes and like sit there for at least, like, you know, 45 seconds with my eyes closed, just feeling the beat.
The beat is a place.
I can do this.
The beat
we all have.
Every instrumental is a place, not a sound.
100%.
And what about you, my man? Like, what do you focus on when you make music? You know, like, what is the?
Honestly, again, it's all with the feeling. But what I like to do most of the time is, well, now, I like to make a message. To be honest,
smart.
Like, yeah, we speak that a lot. Like, we really speak that a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like to make my music where it's fun. You can like talking shit. Let me talk my shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, for example, like, Dying in Silence was not just a message to other people, but also an inspiration to just myself and, you know, my dog right here too. Like, it was just like a damn. we really just like we just put feelings into it. Like it was just like I don't know, man. Like that's my bag is. That's basically what my bag is right now.
Connecting.
Connecting. Yeah.
And
it's connecting.
You can make a banger and say something crazy in there, like not just what other people like. Yo, I'm gonna get my phone in a second. I'm gonna send you something. It's like, yo, you can make hard music that's just like, yo, you're saying shit to like just things that people never say. You know what I mean? It's like people never say. I don't know. Like,
it's true, though.
I'll send it to. I'll email it to you.
In ways, I feel weird. You know, because it's funny. Because like I'm a big Future fan. I love Future. I love Future. He just makes good, catchy music. And I remember when one of his songs, he said, "Your baby mama fuck me better when the rent's due."
Ooh.
And I was like, Christ.
Yeah.
That's like stabbing you and just twisting the knife.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is. You know, in ways, you're trying to find ways to break the fucking glass. You know, like you want to make sure everybody can hear the glass shatter. Yeah, how are you gonna do that? And that's one of those. You know, like that's a lyric that just drives you in. You know, it embarrasses you and it like puts your fucking foot on the neck.
That's fact.
But in ways, that's art. It evokes a feeling. Art evokes feeling. Art evokes emotion. Art gives us visuals in our head, you know, and that's that's sound. That's, you know, through your eyes. That's through everything. Through taste. Through food.
That's why music is so important.
Completely, man.
What's your email?
Very.
Shut up. Let's talk show.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
That's easy.
I sent you one too.
Yes. Yes. We should check out some tunes really quick. Let's check out the Gmail. Let's check out a tune really quick. This is Mash It Up. And this is what do we got here? We got Will, we got Y.Ceez, we got Finesse, we got Xand3r.
I'm redoing
everybody
my
on the
verse.
track.
I'm redoing my verse, but this is still hard the way it is.
Still hard,
it's super hard.
Bet. Oh, this is you guys are lucky right now. We're getting an early peak.
Yeah.
And by the way, thank you everybody for hanging out in the chat. I do not mean to ignore you guys at all. We are just having such a rad time hanging out that in ways it is just hard to keep up both. Thank you, Jasoma. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Flora, which is my mom. Thank you, Miguel and Angel, for hanging out in the chat tonight. Chat is lit. Christ almighty.
Yo.
Yes, please, chat. My love. Would anybody like another beer, by the way?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So 2, 3, 2. 2, my love. Thank you. The lovely Claudia, always holding it down. This is Mash It Up. And let's play the tune. Give it to
This is some different.
Classic.
Japanese.
We gonna do it like this. We just wanted to give some, strippers something.
That's what's up. That instrument is called a koto, by the way. What we're hearing? Japanese instrument.
Shout out to my boy. I had to make sure the music I'm doing was right. Need all the bitches jumping, bouncing titties, twerking and murking and clapping them thighs. Enemies in the bitty, my nigga, that classic don't play. Chico still on the ride. Mash it up. Had to search up the flow, grow a little, had to separate from some niggas I know. Now I'm doing way more with less time than before. Same old niggas hating, cause I still got the hoe. Bitches shaking the ass, money all on the flow. Ain't no need for shooters, man, my Glock for old. And my niggas too, they get busy for shows. It's a palace party, check your shit at the door. Pasaron la pita, dijeron que rompa la salsa latina, se le eche la pompa, bateando estos cocos parecen pelota. Vladimir Jr. rompiendo los 30, mi flow no se copia, no hay papeleta. Ponte de talga y te bajo 40, me pides bien duro, tú no me respetas. Te doy entre el culo con 20 de pierna, te muerdo, te hago tu hiki. Te lambo completa, te rompo el pipi con trago, no se discrimina. Aquí nadie es lawyer, aquí nadie es piqui. Le pasé la punta, le dio el tiki tiki. Con Don Periñón la pasamos a Perichi. Tremenda glotona, ya suéltame el bichi. Match it up, va por Little Dicky. Nigga, I'm bringing the bag, putting them boys on the map. Match it up, thinking about hoes from way back. Ain't wanna give up the cash.
Who engineered this?
Started with just a few sacks.
Who engineered this song?
Mash it up, had them with just a few tracks. Now they all want me to rap. Mash it up.
I like the vocal panning going on. Sounds great.
I don't give one or two fuck. Dollars talk better, that's an flood. Everybody connect till it's time club. Now when I'm trying to eat grab up, long distance running, trying to run the bands up. They see me ballin', I know they can't stand. I'ma grab her ass, I bet shit babbage. I bet you discouraged Y.Ceez is savage. I'ma keep being her until I get the artist. You know I got the drip. Yeah, I'm talking about this. Fuck your bitch, I did it by the mighties. You know I'm way up. High as the cottage, can't run game, mommy, not even the slightest.
Nigga, I'm bringing the bag, putting them boys on the map. Mash it up, thinking about hoes from way back. Ain't wanna give up the cash. Mash it up, started with just a few sacks. Now I'm the king of the track. Mash it up, had them with just a few tracks. Now they all want me to rap. Mash it up,
Finessegod coming back from
Where are you guys recording these songs?
Get stuck in your brain.
The crib house music.
This microphone is so good.
Oh yeah,
The signal chain is so good. Signal chain is so good.
They spend money on the microphone.
I put my dope in the backwoods. If you want top, it'll pull up. My dick in your mouth got you beefed up. I was grabbing my pills, got me geeked up. Sprayed in her face, made a clean up. I ran away like a breakup. Can't fuck on that bitch without makeup. Nigga, I'm bringing the bag, putting them boys on the map. Mash it up, thinking about hoes from way back. Ain't wanna give up the cash. Mash it up, started with just a few sacks. Now I'm the king of the track. Mash it up, had them with just a few tracks. Now they all want me to rap. Mash it up.
Oh my God, what a tune! That was "Mash It Up," folks, by yours truly, all in the house tonight. Also featuring Will on the engineering, I'm assuming. Yes. Oh man, well, like I said, you know what? The same thing we were mentioning earlier. Great melodies, catchy hooks, good verses. What more could you ask for from the rap scene? Honestly, I mean, that's kind of what.
And we do it all too. I even got a pop record.
Bet.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man.
We really do it
That's what's up. You know what? I noticed Y.Ceez. So, what are your influences, man? Because like, I noticed a little bit different. Yeah,
man. Like, cause I grew up.
Is it the island vibe?
Yes,
that give
I
you
grew up in island, and but my mom was like very religious, so we couldn't. I would have to sneak and like listen to like rap and stuff like that with my little.
Was 50 Cent a big influence for you?
Yes, he was.
I could hear it.
Yes, he was.
I could hear it.
Yeah,
Sounds like, I mean, it's in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, I'm a big 50 Cent fan. Big 50 Cent fan.
I'm surprised I even caught that. That's crazy. That's
right on.
But yeah,
funny. That's crazy. But
yeah,
in a good way. You represented so you could tell it's an influence because like but you add your own flavor to it and. I don't know how to describe it, man. Like I enjoy all the different styles of music between you guys because you guys cover a different aspect of everything. Like 100%, you know, it's funny. I feel like
variety.
And between you guys, maybe this is just my opinion. Who knows? But you know, between Finessegod, I feel you give a lot of the energy. Between Xander, you give a lot of the emotion, and then between Y.Ceez, you get like the kind of like the romance almost. You know what I mean? Kind of like, and not in a corny way, but in a good way, like in an epic way, because you know you need those kind of songs too. Like one of my favorite Future songs is "Rich Sex." Yeah, that's no joke. I love that song, and that song is about
I'm
that.
Not Love Marks. I think it was different, man. I wanted to be different, and I wanted to just be like, wow.
Yeah.
You
go check out Love Marks on SoundCloud.
Shout out, SoundCloud.
Love Marks. We'll throw it up before we get out. But you know what? We had another tune. I know you guys. You know. We're already running 2 hours into this podcast. We've been rolling into it. It's been a good one.
Yeah,
I got to give the folks some room for episode 2, but I do want to check out some more tunes because the music is too good. So real quick, what do we listen to right now?
Just it's a verse, it's a hook and a verse. It's just some stuff I'm working on. Let me get your opinion.
Absolutely,
You know
absolutely. Everybody in the chat, feel free to drop in your how you feel.
How you feeling?
I'm excited for part 2 of this podcast because I know we're not gonna have enough time for everything.
Yeah,
I'm excited for part 2. You guys are killing it.
That shit's gonna be fire.
Oh my goodness.
So what's the title track for this, Thugger? What's the title track? Just a project track.
We all been your honesty, said it ironically, not an apology. Say what you say, Finessegod is a prodigy. Shit is symbology, it's an anomaly. Cloudword knowledge, I like your honesty, said it ironically, not an apology. Say what you say, Finessegod is a prodigy. Secret society, they just be lying and we be complying and shit. I got anxiety, we don't got privacy cause of the internet, bitch. Your food is synthetic, I'm not sympathetic. White needs more, but that's gonna be inherent. I know I'm blessed, I got alien genetics. Her, I might be a functioning schizophrenic.
I got more coming. It's written. I just gotta record it.
I know you guys watch anime. I can hear the beats. I can hear the beats.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
You know what's funny?
You wanna get into anime?
Japanese influence. Oh, bet.
I went in on that one.
I got you. Hey, I got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Straight up Japan. This is the Japanese instrument. This is the same one, the koto.
I love this. I love this sound.
It's so different. That's what's so good about it. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is symbology. It's an anomaly. Cloudword knowledge. I like your honesty. Said it ironically. Not an apology. Say what you say. Finessegod is a prodigy. Shit is symbology. It's an anomaly. Cloudword knowledge. I like your honesty. Said it ironically. Not an apology. Say what you say. Finessegod is a prodigy.
That's all you guys get for now. That's all you guys. That's all you guys
That'll
get.
be on my EP. Y'all get ready for that shit. Today's tomorrow. Dropping probably September, early or end.
That's a tune, man. I like it, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you. Episode
awesome.
90 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, folks. It's been a good one, man.
I appreciate everyone who tuned in. I appreciate you the most, man. It was an honor.
I appreciate all three of you guys, man. Thank you so much, man. Let's go around the. Thank you, everybody,
man,
for coming through tonight.
I appreciate the hospitality, man, and the positive vibes, man.
I appreciate it coming from you guys.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing. You know, this is. You know, I'm outnumbered with the positivity right here, and I love it. So it's a beautiful thing. So, I mean, I would like to thank you guys. Episode 90 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Let's go around the room. We've got Finessegod. Where can they follow you at, my friend?
Follow me at The Real Finessegod on Instagram. Every platform, just look up Finessegod, money signs as the S.
Xand3rtheGreat.
You can follow me on IG as Xander_AX7. For the Xander, just put a 3. You can find me on everything on my IG.
Y.Ceez.
Y.Ceez, Instagram, Y.CEEZ, Y.CEEZ. And anything else, just type in Y.Ceez. I'm going to pop up.
So be on the lookout, folks. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on episode 90 tonight. The chat was extra, super duper lit. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Episode 90, folks, if you guys want to follow me, it's at AlazarChan. If you guys want to follow the show, it's at Shut Up, Let's Talk, all over the internet, the webosphere, the interglobe, whatever the fuck you guys are looking it up on. Do that.
Thanks.
We will see you in the meantime, folks. Love, peace, chicken grease. Look both ways before you cross the street. Stream all their music. It's good stuff. Later, folks. Peace.